Okay. I'm still on. Oh, him is now live. Yes, him. Welcome, chat. Soon him would join us. I think welcome chat like anybody's here, especially like the first couple seconds. Not like it's a big. Not like it's just more Speedstorms.
Oh, there it is. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. Good deal. All right. Get my live tweet.
Also, hopefully, the new stuff will be active, or at least some of it. I think last season they changed it so that like you don't get everybody. I think it looks like maybe it's the stuff they added in last season, like this current season. You might not get in free play anymore, or something.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit annoying. And I kind of like. I mean, I guess if they add it in next season, it's not the biggest. I guess if you just hop in, and play just the free stuff.
Yeah.
But it would kind of
This
be
is most of what I would do.
Yeah, so I guess it's not that big of a deal if you just have to wait 2 more months because you're already having to wait till new stuff comes out anyways. But it was also kind of nice that it was a way to sort of test the stuff they would want you to spend on.
Yeah, I guess.
So some people would do that, like as soon as this new season comes out, they would come in and like test out the new characters and be like, hey, these are the good ones, these are the bad ones. Because there are people that spend to complete the battle pass on like day 1.
Yeah.
So there's lots of people doing that, which is like, ooh, gosh. I get maybe you want to spend a little bit, but all of it, because then you're not have anything else to do the rest of the time the game's out.
And that's what, yeah, you got people who are playing it just to play it during that time. Which, you know, and then the other side of that is, do you make something with longevity, or do you make a game that's like I play Marvel Snap a lot, and they have like kind of like forced, I don't know what you would call it, but like they only give you a little bit at a time to do every, like, so you get 2. You ever getting 6 missions a day, and so like you get 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 at night, and like if you skip a day, they back up, and so you don't get any more than 6. Like you max out at 6, and you can't have more than that. And so, and then like their battle pass is made to where you can't like get to the end of it prior to the last week. Like there's no way to, like, you'd have to play it religiously 24/7 to earn enough small points to get through the battle pass to make it to the last level before the final week. I've done it like once. I think if you buy it, you get more, you get through it quicker and stuff, but it's designed to make you have to play through it the entire month.
Yep. Yeah, because they want that multiple log. I think there's something some games do. They don't do this, I think, for the public facing, but I think for investors, about however many logins they have, logins a day, things like that. And that's why, like this game, you have the shop rotates, I think, 3 or 4 times a day, and it gives you one free thing if you check each of those times to get you to want to log in. And then there's some stuff that resets in like every day. Some stuff has a 24-hour cooldown, which is annoying. But they want you to get in multiple times so they can kind of like bump up some of those numbers. But also, like in here, they're like battle pass thing, or the biggest way to complete it is you do the missions that come along with it, or like the chapters, and they open up one chapter a week, and they don't do it all on like the first day, because otherwise then you would complete it all. Well, probably could complete it all due to how this is set up, but like you would get through it and then maybe just not log back in the rest of the time, because that gives you enough stuff to basically complete it all, and they want you to log in multiple times a day. Let's see, that Godzilla game I play, it's like that. I think the first day you can earn 4 levels of the battle pass, and then after that you only can earn 2 more levels, or the maximum of that. So you could like wait till the last day and earn them all, but the I guess current battle pass cap unlocks because they want you to hop in and do the however many battles will take you to get those 2 extra levels. But it's also a little bit annoying because they have stuff with like, oh, if you play during this time, you get like triple the rewards. And it's like, that would be a fun time to complete the battle pass, but I think they know people would play it during that time, complete all of the stuff, then not play the rest of the season.
Yeah. Like I said, and that's, I guess, part of the, let's see, part of the problem with like these, what do you call them?
Gotcha, live server. It is
live service.
They keep on just delaying the mobile release, but they've been trying to get a mobile release out. I think that's why they keep on changing some stuff. Is that the monetization stuff is not going as well, so they may be trying to change it. But people thought originally this was going to be like a console game, and it has like very quickly turned into like more and more sort of mobile game focused over time.
Well, yes, and that's the problem, I think, that caused a lot of the controversy there is, and because I don't mind the way they kicked it off by having you pay for early access for a free to play game. I think that's fair. Like, that's understandable. I didn't buy it, but I can see like why that would be something that you would do. But it's that, I can see why they would want to create longevity in it for that. Then that live service thing is you want people coming back. Like, you want people here. And statistically, the more I put into this game, the more time sink I put into it, the more likely I am to spend money in it. The only game with monetization in it that I have regularly put money into is Halo, because I knew me and Alana both would put the time into that. And then now I haven't bought like the last 2. Well, let's see. I didn't buy the last 2 seasons, I think they did. And then the only reason I own some of the mini battle passes they did is because I had enough points stocked up in the game from the other battle passes to just buy those outright. So, but then that goes into me personally as a gamer who is somewhat strict about putting money into games.
Yeah.
When I don't pay for cosmetic, because I'm not the type of person to play a single game for long periods of time either.
Which is definitely, I find myself going back. Well, even some of the like mobile-ish games I might play it for a little bit, then I get out of it, then nah. And then some of the stuff like, I think I just need to upgrade my computer, which I'm gonna try to do soon. But like, loading Unity for work sometimes takes an hour and a half. It sometimes has to crunch that much stuff, and when you're supposed to get in there, if it hasn't like loaded, and you're trying to just move around a scene, and it's like constantly loading other stuff. So sometimes I'm like, well, I'm just going to, I guess, play with something on my phone, not just like do anything on my computer, so let it go. But yeah, you're constantly getting in and out. This is also one that I don't think I would have ever have started if I didn't get like the free review code for the Founders package, because I got that as a reviewer, which was really, really nice. And like, I think all I did was I did pick up like another copy of the Founders things. I could play it on my computer at the time, and I'm like, well, I've played it enough. I've had fun. I'll give them $70. That's what I would have paid if I wouldn't have got it originally. And I got some stuff, and I think that might be one thing that could have potentially have hurt them. Is I think you had enough people get that and just hoard the resources and not spend anymore. Because they're trying to get people to spend more, but like, if you don't really like the season, why kind of pick it up? Like, I think the one that's most likely going to be the next one is the I forget the name, Nightmare Before Christmas, because that was the other things that it wasn't even really a leak. They had them active as NPC races in an event they pushed at one point. Somebody had leaked the data mined the stuff, and they were on there but you had, I think, the Frozen characters, the Little Mermaid characters, and the Nightmare Before Christmas characters all active. So since those were the ones that were enough far along in the files to be able to be active by accident, seems likely that it's going to be some of those. But like, that's not one that I ever got into, so I probably, when I say I'm like spending right now, because I'm still posting off of my, this is not free currencies, the stuff I got from buying the thing, but I'm not like spending on the game with my premium currency, because I got that little bit of like a savings from a while ago. But they're definitely trying to push stuff to like get you to spend, but like if I'm going to spend, it would probably just be that like $10 maybe every 2 months or something for a season I might enjoy. Not like, do I want to spend $100 to get Eve rank 35 for a mission? Probably not. I'm okay just having her unlocked. I mean, I
was looking to see if they made Triton a drivable character. I want to see if he got legs.
Oh, he has his mermaid tail, and Ursula has all of her tentacles. But although it's also funny, Cole, I think I posted the code in the Game Night's Discord, but it's like an extra skin tight suit because the racing suit is like form fitting to the tentacles and like the tail too. Just looks like very hard to get into. But I also have to say, I think it looks worse for Eve, and I guess the phrasing's just weird, saying I want the characters naked. But it's just weird that Eve is just in like a white outfit with logos on her. Cause like I remember her looking different. Oh, they put her in like a track suit, but it's the same like white as her metal, I guess. I don't know. Like her and Wally both, and it's like I feel like they had like cool enough designs. But I also think it's weird that you don't have like regular classic outfits for the characters.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would even just be some form of monetization there. Also, I believe, I don't know if you can access them, but all of the, I think, Little Mermaid characters have different voices. Although I think they said like 2 of them are dead. I think Triton and Ursula's voice actors have died. I don't remember about...
That will do it.
Man, I don't remember... Oh, it's also funny because Triton's now voiced by Winnie the Pooh. Although apparently he's done a lot of the stuff since then. Because it's also weird because like Genie, not being Robin Williams...
The guy that does Winnie the Pooh's voice does like a ton of different characters though.
But I think I heard like he'd been doing the stuff in like the Disney TV princess program type stuff.
It's also Tigger. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know he does like. We watched the video. Me and Alana watched a video not too long ago with him, and it was him doing a ton of different characters.
This will be so much fun.
But I was like, well, first I'm like, it almost sounds right, but is that just cause I'm recognizing him as somebody else?
Yeah.
But like you have him, but I think they said he had done like a bunch of the other stuff since, and like I think Genie might have been the Genie from like the made-for-TV sequels and like the television show later.
Yeah.
Because like I would imagine you wouldn't pay somebody like Robin Williams for the TV show.
Well, and I think if I remember correctly, Robin Williams didn't want to come back. He had some like issues with working with Disney, and then they messed him up and did something weird with his deal, and so he didn't want to come back for us people after that.
Which makes it, but it's just like you have lots of weird stuff. Ariel to me sounds really old. Eric sounds a little bit off, but I think I'm recognizing him from something else. I wish they had like better credits in here about who voices who, because they just give you the name of the people, but not who they play in here. So it's like, okay, Tim Allen, Tom Hanks, easy to pick those out. These other people that I don't know who they are, I don't know. I have to go one by one and look them up and just see if they done it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have
as weird as it. I went to edit my racer and it's not giving me the big selection like it usually does.
Oh, it isn't?
Mm-mm.
I'd heard some people say
For
they
them-
might have reduced it, but I didn't know if they did
Yeah.
actually.
It's got me down to which now Woody is there from last time I picked, so I read it up just to see if it would stick. But then when I go to edit Racer, it's only got the I have the Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, and then Mulan and Kristoff.
Those two are odd ones. And it's
Well, I think you unlock Mulan through the tutorial thing.
well, that's funny because
I
they
think
have
Kristoff was
reduced that.
Yeah,
The tutorial is now 1 chapter long. They went from 6 chapters to 3 chapters to 1 chapter.
that's good.
But I think it still maybe is as long. I don't know how it exactly works now. Although I guess it's collection level. I don't know. It's weird. Well, I guess too, because when it was 6 chapters, well, it was really 3 chapters, and then you could unlock some other characters afterwards for free. Then they got rid of that when they went live, and it was kind of weird because like now you can't unlock Mulan, Hercules, and I forget who the other one was. Jack Sparrow. You couldn't unlock those for like free anymore. It was just kind of like lots of stuff was like, I think you would maybe want to do that. Cause like it was some stuff too where you would have to like wait till you got a little bit later in to come back and complete those, but it like get you to the next star of those characters and stuff. There's a lots of like weird decisions here.
Yeah, that's odd.
Also, ranked multiplayer is now filled with people just using the touch drive, so they can just get to the rank 16 before it starts getting rid of points for losing. So you can just grind stuff for free. And I've even done that with some of the characters because I'm like,
Which is something that we've talked about before. Was going to be the thing that we would see is that people could just turn on the basic easy driver thing just to get them going.
And I've even done it where like maybe I've been playing something like on my phone or doing something else, and I could just like look up, press the boost key, and like look back down. So I might not get dead last, but although I've also had some ranks where like when I came in last, but it's like, okay, I'm level 15. Who's in first place? Level 35. Okay, that's a good bit of matchmaking right there.
Yeah.
Because they're also having problems with matchmaking of getting actual like lobbies of more than 2 people going, especially at the higher ranks. Which I think is what they wanted this game to kind of live off of, is the like leaderboards and multiplayer, but lots of people just don't care about that, at least not higher levels, which I mean, I don't really either, but there's like enough other stuff for me to do in here.
This game doesn't strike me as a like highly competitive style game. You know what I mean? Like I can see a lot of casual fans of it, but I don't see, because of how intuitive a lot of the controls are, it doesn't seem to leave a lot for, which I say that I lose a ton and get outclassed frequently, but it seems to me that it's not made for a high skill, high competitive group.
Yeah, there's enough also like weird stuff with lag. Like I will notice sometimes I shoot an enemy in multiplayer and it just goes straight through them, and it's just kind of weird. Also, there's enough stuff where you can pay for power where it's like, do I want to try to go to the upper levels where maybe somebody has paid for the maxed epic crew that increases all stats by like 25% when I'm using my like 2 stars, because max rate's like 5 stars. 2-star like common crew and stuff that's like, oh, it increased my speed by like 200.
Right.
Because it's like, well, you can beat them with skill, but there's only so much skill will make up for just raw stats. And then you still just get
kind of an odd choice that I feel like they made with this too, was like, usually, and I defer to kart racers, and Mario Kart to me is the standard.
Yes.
And I do think it's odd that they made stats upgradable like that, because normally you would just have different classes do different things. Like, and they do have that here, I guess, but also upgrading stats goes a little bit further than that. Like, we could have the same car, same driver, same cosmetics and everything, and then there's a degree of upgrading you could have done to yours that would change out how they perform.
Yeah, like I might have one higher star crew, but that might be the one that does combat and handling versus the one that does speed and acceleration. They give much larger chunks of stats than just levels. Like if it was even just levels, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. Cause I know some of them maybe it's like 123. So it's like each level upgrades one of your 5 or 6 stats by a bit. So if you're just 10 levels above, you're actually not that much stronger than somebody who is lower, though they do some cheating stuff with AI to make them much significantly stronger. But in theory, if you are a good driver, you should be able to maybe handle that kind of stuff. But then you throw these larger increases in there, which ones do different things. Some of them also increase the strength of your abilities too, so like they stun for longer. Then you already have stuff where like some characters are just better than others by what abilities they get, the unique ability, what class. Like they just added an Ursula, and she's a trickster, which is one that I normally like. But I think she's our first like heavier like weight class trickster, and she just feels kind of weird to me. Yeah. She drives like one of these heavier brawlers. There are some fast brawlers, like Jesse's kind of one of the quicker ones, which I like. But most of these are so slow, which also, they just reworked how tricksters work. So if you were playing a trickster class, now if you sideswipe somebody, instead of flipping their controls, it gives you a random basic item.
Oh, okay.
So they're really kind of interesting there, because it can give you like the discus, the flame explosion, the bomb, cloak, shield, either to boost, or it can give you that hack thing, which I mean is not very great, but you can get items now between the other items. So there's kind of almost like a better roller now, since there's kind of like a third chance, or 3/8 chance that you'll get a like explosion item. Because also you get it from hitting somebody, so you probably can instantly throw it right behind you and hit them after you sideswipe them.
But you know, there's the randomness of it. Does that kind of make up for like being able to hit somebody and reverse their controls? Could be pretty OP.
It was. I think there was enough stuff where people were complaining in ranked about that. Like, if you are good, it doesn't do anything. Also, the AI kind of didn't really react to it largely.
Well, yeah.
So there was a lot. Right. I guess like versus brawlers, stun the person, full boost bar. Speedsters could, I think, stun. Speedsters could stun, and I think get some charge for the boost. And defenders, I think, could stun and get a shield. All tricksters would hack. They wouldn't even like stun you. They could just nudge you a little bit, but it didn't like do really anything. Because like last time I would hit somebody, they would just sideswipe me back, knock me out, and speed away from me. They would just return fire. I would tickle them, and then they would just knock me out.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm back in the room.
It just disconnected me, so let me rejoin.
Oh, okay.
Which is like, I'm like, suppose you got disconnected. It's like, no, you're going to. Okay. I was trying to think of. Well, I guess it's not really super worth explaining the lots of the new skills to use, since you're not going to really have them. Can I join you from here? Do I have to enter the code?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see, sadly, a way to like join you. Wait, can you invite me?
Let's see.
So what is the store saying I have new? Oh, but it's also funny talking about like greed and stuff.
Will not let me invite you.
Okay, I just need to.
I can just leave and then you can start another room.
Oh, I can just look in. I was like, I just didn't want to like tab back out and just like look at the code again. Let's see, it was join B677
2M.
B677. 7, 2, yeah.
You have been kicked from the party.
What?
All right, hang on, let me try that again.
So weird.
Join.
I think I had heard that maybe they had changed the roster, but there was a couple other bugs they could introduce after like a hot fix. I didn't know if it might have been that. I was hoping it was going to get better, but I guess they want you to still play and spin stuff.
Right. Okay, wait. I said I was ready, and then you were gone.
It says warning advocate. Hey, I guess we need to leave that lobby and just make a new one. It's kicking us for some reason. New private lobby. Create new. Let's just keep going with that one. Yes, those. Okay, this one's a little bit odder. S3Q? What's up? S3U. UE. What was that number? E9Q. So I think that's Q. It's either the Q or G. It's not really making it very, very clear.
There it is.
I guess we'll go ahead and start before it kicks us again.
Right.
But yeah, one change they made this season is you used to be able to get tokens from playing the season. Currently being synchronized. That's always a good sign. You used to be able to do that, and you would open up the box that would have all of like stuff related to that season in there. And last season with the Frozen, you would regularly get like 10 shards per the characters. Now they have split the boxes into 4 separate boxes, which all have the same basic common items in it, but each box only has like that racer and the epic crew in it. But now the regular drops are 2. So instead of like getting big drops, now you're getting littler drops, and you don't have a chance of getting the other characters at the same time.
That's right. I forgot what his power was. What do you mean wrong way?
Yeah, they try to fix the getting stuck against walls, but now it kind of just shoves you along one of the random like AI driving paths, and I've been like stuck facing walls sometimes. And it's like this actually made it worse. You spun me into a wall. Yeah. I'm not in the wall, but you made me look towards the wall.
Disappointing.
Also, I think this is one of the more interesting tracks this season. Oh my gosh.
Careless. Oceans rise.
Also, for your character, hitting the little boost pads is actually sometimes best for you, because it refills your natural bar for hitting those.
Okay.
I think about hitting 3 of those sometimes fills it up 4. I think it does depend on like what level you are at, but I think even at level 15 it should probably speed you up. Oh, come on. Of course I passed you when I have this out. Why is that not... I hate this skill. And of course I don't even make it up there. I have the thing that if I like target you for like 2 seconds, it makes you blow up. And then of course you slow down, get behind me, and it just never reacquires you.
Yeah. That's the first time I've ever beat you. I need a clip.
Let's see, that's King Trident. He throws a wave behind him. That doesn't.
So you hit me with a wave one time, and that's what knocked me into the wall.
Yeah, because it doesn't stun you; it just pushes you back. But it does give me boosts for doing that if I hit somebody. Okay. And the other one, I pull out a Trident and I like target the person in front of me, and if it locks onto them for like 2 seconds, it blows them up.
Oh, okay.
which is pretty
I
solid.
use my shield. I guess my lasso shield stopped that from happening, I guess.
I think this is supposed to be a bug. I haven't used him too much. He's like a little bit of a slower brawler, so it's not like my favorite type of character. I don't know why I left this on the same map.
Oh, he's got a cool little racing suit.
But as I say, but it's just like, I don't remember her having these things on her. Oh yeah, it's the racing suit, but it kind of looks like it's just her with like weird skin markings, and like I don't remember her being branded like this.
But that's cool that they threw like a design in there for it. Like you would put logos on them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna lock you. Here we go.
Ooh.
I have a shoot
good.
field if you get in front of me. But it's kind of small, I'm gonna be honest.
I drove right into it.
Also, I'm not sure what's better here. If you need to go like wide or tight, but I think speedsters that like speeds you up enough that I think you get full boost bar for hitting all three of those. But see, Eve has, like, she shoots out some shots in front of her if you charge her fully, and then the other thing puts down a little, like, aiming field in front of her that she shoots anybody that drives into it.
You're right, it is pretty, like, short distance there.
Let's see, Ursula shoots out her...
fell off the map, apparently.
Yeah, the rocks over there, if you touch them, will kill you, which is weird. Well, cause, like, the rest of the track has, like, guardrails, so you would think that's just, like, the guardrail here is rocks, but no, if you touch it, you die. But it's like, you can touch it very gently, and then you die, which is all kinds of weird.
Right.
Well, let's see, for the other new characters, Ursula shoots out her two, like, eels to the two people directly in front of her, and it, like, slows them down and locks up their controls a little bit. Or makes, like, steering harder. And then she has, like, an AoE field for her charge that does something to the people around her. I think maybe it's kind of the same effect.
Yeah.
Ariel throws down these little orbs on the track she has to collect. And then if she uses her charge thing, it gives her a boost and an extra boost for each orb she previously collects. But the pathing of those orbs is kind of bad.
Okay.
I
guess it's like some other ones that other people can pick those up as well.
No, it's just for her. There are some other people that get like boosts, but it doesn't give her a boost until she uses her next ultimate skill, which is kind of funky. So you have to really, like, some people say it's really good, but I've had ones where I've gotten it and haven't gotten another one. And I've gotten another ultimate at the time of still collecting those. So it's always like a little bit weird. I guess we'll work our way through the new tracks.
Alright.
Let's see. You have that. Then let's see. Eric's is the artist. He turns into a boat. And he kind of like runs people over. But the boat is actually slower than he is. And then if you use the charged version, it shoots out a super fast boat in front of him that will like run over other people, and it leaves a trail that if you run it over, it will stun you. It's like you ideally want to always use the charged version. But the regular version will get you through some like hazards.
Okay. That makes sense.
Also, sometimes it might be good if there's lots of people around you to do that, so it's easier for them to run into it. Because there's like a jump in here that's really hard, and I used it one time to get across the jump because it had like a current blowing you off. Although this is that same Mega Cub. There's multiple paths to take in here. I don't know which one's the fastest, but on the other layouts of this track, that's a straightaway, which is kind of neat. Also, whenever you come by, I have a boat for you.
Alright.
I'm gonna slow down for you. I want you to see my boat. Okay.
I don't want to see your boat.
That's,
It broke through. It broke through my lasso.
Well, then I hit your lasso, so it worked out. But yeah, there's like 3 paths here to choose from. I don't know which is the quickest. I think some have boosts, some have items, so maybe it's like depending on your racer class. Oh, you can also jump really high here. And here's another split path. I'll let you choose which way you want to go. I don't know which one's the best. Like, do you want to go up here on the grind rail? Do you want to go over here to this other grind rail? Do you want to go into the death pit?
Oh, yeah, this is...
And get blown?
That is a death pit. Okay.
I'm dead. The wind... No,
Yeah, me too.
The current took me.
Yeah.
So let's see, I think we went the upper path, and now we'll go the lower path just because I don't know which one's faster. But like, I feel like the layout here is kind of neat. It's honestly pretty solid for the heavier characters too, with tighter like turning circles.
Dude. Yeah.
Because it's, I mean, like some of these turns are a little bit tight, but I'm pretty sure you can pick the least tight path. And it's also kind of weird because since you can separate so much, like if you're a brawler that really needs to like hit the other drivers for speed boosts,
right.
you might just not be on track. Also, I've had aerial where it spawned the like orbs on the other path that I didn't take, and it's like, did you do like better about spawning them on like the path I'm taking?
Yeah.
Yes! All sail!
It's also weird that current, because it
That's
knocks
not you,
you like later than I feel like it should. I feel like you can kind of drive into it. It's like, oh, this is fine, and then it gets you at the very end.
It took me by surprise the first time.
Well, also, it is like a new mechanic, which I like. I like that they actually did something new for this track. The jumping underwater. I mean, I hope they might do some of that like for a later season, but I don't know what it might be. Boat time. Oh, I'm gonna go this one. I do also like just not knowing which one's faster.
Right. Well, and ideally, neither one would be faster.
Oh, I guess they're not
different obstacles.
Well, and I guess also with fast too is like some of the things is like you have to use the like Speedstorm. It's like, hey, which one lets you get more speed boost to like fill my boost bar more. Okay, here we go. Go with this one. Go this one, sure. This path won't kill me a second time and let you win here at the very end. No, sirree. Oh, I missed the ramp, but I somehow still jumped over it.
Ah. Right
Also, I'm happy they have that hazard on, because I still have not found a way to, like, add the later hazards onto here. Because sometimes we get, like, the Babby mode, and it's kind of neat having ones like that, where it's like, you just have a wind current. Some even have, like, wind jets that you hit, and they just shoot you up into the air. I'm assuming those are, like, bad, because it maybe slows you down because you jump instead, but I'm honestly not sure. I like kind of like not knowing on, like, one track. I'll take out Big Girl.
Did you end up working today, King? Is that why you're tired?
I want to change tracks.
Alright. That was a good track, though.
I
like that multiple path. I can see how it would be detrimental to like certain, racers meant to be like colliding and meeting up with other racers, but
it's kind of
like the multiple paths.
You can also escape those people that want to like attack you. Like
Right.
you can hide from the bullies.
Yeah.
So let's see. Also, is Ilana not going to join us tonight?
Nah, she's reading.
Ah.
She started reading Death Note.
Ooh.
And she's already on book 4. So not yet. You start your other book?
I'm a very busy
Time
woman.
to ride like the wind.
Yeah. She started reading Death Note, so she just finished book 3, and then she went to reading her other book, about, like, Fae and some interesting characters.
Nice. Was that the one that she'd already mentioned the name of, or was it a different one?
I think she had mentioned the name of it. Now, she was reading a manga called The Girl from the Other Side, and she finished that whole series.
Okay, I was just curious, but it kind of almost sounded like, I mean, I haven't never watched the series fully, but like the Ancient Magus Bride or something like that. No, that was kind of like a popular one at one point.
I'm not exactly fluent on a lot of it.
Yes.
I do recommend The Girl from the Other Side, though. Like, I didn't read it myself, just to be clear, but Alana really enjoyed it. Now, we did sit down and watch they did a 3-part anime series for it, and I recommend not watching it. And I couldn't hear exactly what Alana just said to me, but I can tell you it was not nice.
It was a bad adaptation, skipped lots of stuff.
So that's mostly what it was. They skipped a lot of like really big plot points. They left out like huge like characters and like groups of people that were supposed to be there and weren't. Like, I mean, I'm there a lot of. What'd you say?
The whole like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a whole like spiritual thing with like souls and how that was like a part of this curse, and they left all of that out. They left out the humans, they left out like interactions with the other outsiders, and they really stripped it bare. Like, other than the animation itself, it was not worth watching.
Wait, did we just lose it? I thought we. Oh, okay. There's only 4 layouts. I thought there was a couple. Oh yeah, they accidentally removed one a while back, and they just never replaced it. Excellent.
I think the only reason I beat you there was I had that lasso out.
Yeah, you got
and, like, yeah, that was it. Like,
but it's also weird
you were
because like
past me.
she's kind of fast, but she's like has the fast abilities, but is a slower racer too. So it's also like, I think if I was using a different trickster, I would have done better because she just is slower than all the others. But it's just like a weird thing to give her the like heavyweight class, which I mean, I guess it makes sense looking at her. She'd probably be like one of the heavier characters like on Mario Kart, but they don't operate the same. Like, that's like the brawler character on here. But I was say I was afraid it might be bad when you told me it was just going to be like a 3-parter, because I've seen them do some stuff like that, and normally they're just bad because of like even just the length, because there's so much they cut out and stuff per. Although, gosh, I know of some animes that get in trouble for having like they adapt 5 books an episode or something, so you skip over so much material.
this is sort of like a horse carriage, right?
Yes, I feel like I lost him. He could be muted again. I'm not sure. Don't know, chat.
I wasn't muted.
Okay.
I think I accidentally muted myself without realizing it. Oh, when I went to move my headset back, I think I muted it. So there's all sorts of stuff that I just said out loud gone.
Here I go.
But no, so Alana bought the first volume in paperback, and so she liked it enough that she was like, well, I want to read the rest of it. And so the rest of it came in like a hardcover, like old looking storybook thing. So that's what she bought. So it was that way. There we go. Okay. So it was all like 3 volumes per book, and so it's 3. So I assumed when we went into a 3-parter, that's kind of what they were going for. Was like they were gonna put
To drive it to you in one of my orbs at the time. Oh, and hell, I will speed past you because I collected all 4 of mine.
but so I kind of assumed they were gonna do like that, like they were gonna put this one episode was gonna contain like 3 volumes and split it
Yeah.
up in that way, and they just instead cut out a lot of stuff, and
Which I don't know why they did. I mean, I get some stuff is like maybe you're trying to make 24 episodes and you just don't have
Well.
time for like a 25th or something. But like, you would think if a series is popular, you'd want to include as much of that series as popular, because you're going to then lose what made it popular.
well, and like, well, the craziest thing to me though was like one of the things in it, and I don't want to get too like spoilery, but like the main character found like so one of the things about the outsiders is like they can turn into trees,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like how they die, like they die by turning into trees and stuff, or if they get killed or something. There's a whole aspect to that I don't really want to spoil, but then
Don't believe
there's a part in the book that's supposed to be this like kind of a big deal, and it happens really late in the story about like her finding like a tree that belonged to somebody she knew, and they completely omitted that character from the show, but still had that scene where she encounters this tree.
Oh, I love
and
those.
so, like-
I love those when it's like, you needed that character to do this scene. Why didn't you try that scene
Yeah.
without the character?
Yes. And so like
those are great.
if you're watching it without that prior knowledge, I didn't know, and so like it focused so heavily on it that I asked Alana, I said, "What is that?" And Alana was like, "Well, that's supposed to be this thing." And like I had no idea because I didn't read the book or anything. So without that, and if we hadn't read the book, like there's no context there. Honestly, I feel like if you were going to create this series off of a book to try to like maybe entice me to read the book, you did a really bad job, because it didn't make me want. It wasn't entertaining enough to make me want to read it.
Yeah, normally when they do something more like that, it's for something that's ongoing. They maybe give like a first season, sort of a cliffhanger or tease for what's maybe going to come next. And then it's just like, maybe it gets another season if it does good, or you just buy the material. But it sounds like they tried to adapt all of it, sort of, but then like not all of it, but there's now just... There's not really a reason to go get the thing, because you've seen all of it. It's just you haven't seen the... Like, you don't know what's actually missing.
Right.
Like, it's not like, ooh, do I want to read the next 2 story arcs, because I've been, like, 1 story arc into it.
Yeah, and it was never... It was meant to be like its own standalone story.
Yeah.
It's not meant to like go past this, so... There's not a big reason to go back and... Like, dude, and it just, to me, like, it was very slow paced. It wouldn't have made me want to read it.
Yeah. Although I did bump us up to the higher... dollar levels. I guess it's basically be like CCs and Mario Kart.
Yeah, I definitely felt like I was going a little faster.
Okay, I've noticed there are some jumps, if you are low enough level, you actually can't really make. And it's very noticeable. There's one on the frozen map that is like impossible as a level 15 brawler. Also, it's kind of fun getting these, like, going just a little bit faster now. And I think you get more from boosting and stuff like that, so... I think at this level, if you play Trickster correctly, you can basically boost the entire game. Trickster and Speedster, some of them can keep their boosts going. Like, you just keep on hitting those boost pads while you have your charge going, and it will, like, refill it enough. And then, like, some drifting, of course, drifting does better for Tricksters, too.
Yeah.
Also, me, I just like stay behind you and it fills up my boost bar very quickly.
Okay.
Defenders
let's
are
go.
the best at just like staying behind people until the very end and just like passing you in the first place. It's very annoying the amount of time I'm just like going down at the very end because somebody was just of this character class is like, there's nothing I can do to stop it. They're just getting my slipstream.
Right.
I can't stop them from getting it.
You're kidding me. Easy.
Oh, also, like I'm boosting right now, but if I'm behind you, it just keeps on refilling it faster.
Oh,
Yeah.
You bet. Right on. Everybody cool it.
I see which way you're going. Okay, I missed that one, but okay, yep.
No, you can't be. What?
Maybe get blown off. No, I always get blown off. There we go. I'm not heavy enough, apparently. And you think you got one of my fruits for a boost there at the end?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I boosted. I had a boost power up. I shot through that little wind spot.
Well, I like how they have added some other like fun obstacles like that in here.
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
I might have to go with my boy Hans.
I'm just playing it cool.
I will do
And
what I
I
can.
liked it. I thought it was kind of annoying at first,
On
but
my
looking at
honor.
the way they make their maps and stuff, I like it. They have like it's almost like they have a world with one big racetrack on it,
Yes.
and then they section it off in different parts. So there are parts that are more familiar and some that aren't. But
I think this is a better one of those. Some of them get very confusing sometimes about where you turn it. You're very used to one. Here is not as bad. Like there's one point where you have a U-turn on yourself that I don't like, but most of them aren't too
While you
bad.
still can.
But yeah, they didn't actually invest that way, which I guess works. But I do sometimes wish we got more like proper handcrafted ones. But I think that's just more
wait.
so too for the other types of like races. Like I think we're gonna get like some different mid seasons that look kind of cool, but they don't give them a track, which is just kind of like well, that's kind of annoying because it's only if you have like a main season. So like they might give Tron in as a mid season, which is like Tron would make an epic track. I get there's probably not that many characters for Tron. I still think Wall-E would have made a really good selection of tracks. Like
driving through the completely littered Earth.
yeah, you completely
Really
littered
cool.
Earth. Heck, even the spaceship. Maybe you could have something go between them, or maybe that's just two separate tracks there, or something.
Yeah.
Your prince commands you.
Oh.
Let me get back out there.
I did pretty good on that. I hit one hazard. I think that whole
Yeah, I think
race.
you only got one of my
You
like
can
arrow
trust me.
traps or something like that.
Yes, that's what got me.
Is it there?
I will say one of the reasons I haven't switched off of Woody is because I know if I do, it won't let me pick him again.
Yeah.
But I really do enjoy, like, I feel like he's got a really, I like his ultimates. They're versatile. Like, I can either use it as a boost or protection. And then, like,
Where should we go?
his
I
boost
wanna
is really
see it
easy
all.
to get up because most of these
Leave it to
tracks
me.
are littered with boost
Yes.
pads. So,
Yeah, so that's like what I was saying too about maybe having bots. It's like speedsters and tricksters can do pretty good at staying ahead, but and then defenders, if somebody's ahead of them, if they're like too far ahead, they don't get any like boost stuff.
if this
But
can be
brawlers
faster
is
than
like the hardest. But I love how you can just keep going with speedsters and the tricksters. And if you're
Yeah.
like good, you can keep that boost just
This
going.
is- Mhm. Was that me?
Oh yeah,
well, a little too hard.
Yeah, that turn is it can be a hard one.
Maybe this?
We get quickly over here. There we go. And tiger out. Thank you. Oh, no traveling water. Okay. Killed the weird man.
Ooh.
She's now one of the kind of more broken characters, because not only did they like buff this ability to make it better, I'm now also immune the whole time my tiger's out, which is really strong, and I don't think it really needed that.
I like that it's still running on the ground while you're on that thing.
Yeah, it takes different paths for me sometimes. I've had it like on that aerial map just go to the wrong track, and it's just like, okay, bye. I'll see you later. Nobody's over there too. You want to come over? Nope. Okay. Like honestly, I feel like the biggest thing it needed sometimes is better targeting. Because sometimes I have it over here, and it's just on the wrong side of the track, and it's just like, I wish you would have actually have like went to the left instead of the right. There's like 5 guys over there. But like, you're like, no, I'm over on this side right now.
How dare you? No.
Wrong guy.
I'll have to remember this.
I lucked out on that one. That all right,
Yeah,
reverse.
you did get me there at the very end. Well, I mean, like
Yeah.
that one, I think what whip I think you got me with, just, I didn't get any
Well, and
abilities.
so I had tried to get up on you with it prior to that, but when you were invincible with your tiger running around,
Yeah.
it didn't do anything. So I was like, well,
Well, that's, I think, the
just-
most
yeah.
annoying thing is sometimes you play ranked, you have like 3 Jasmines in there, and they all have tigers out, and they're all invulnerable, and it's just like,
So there's
I
like a herd
can't
of
do
tigers.
anything. Yeah, I can't do anything. Can y'all stop sending these tigers out? Because it lasts a while, because I think,
yeah,
because they boost, I think, the amount of time it lasts, and that one sticks near you. If you charge, you don't get invulnerable, and it runs out ahead of you. But like I said, its targeting is so kind of weird. I'd rather just keep it near me, so if somebody's like passing me, can maybe hit them.
yeah. Well, and Woody's lasso shield thing is pretty intense too. Like as far as length of time that it runs.
Yeah, I think it's like 45 seconds actually, or something like it was. I remember people really thought it was a bug when it first released, because it's like nothing else in the game lasted that long, but it's not like the strongest, so I can see why. Like, I feel like it was something else, like if it was like my tiger lasting that long, definitely. But it was
Yeah.
just kind of a funny one, because it's like nothing else in this game lasts that long. I'm kind of surprised they like gave that to him. But I mean, hey, it works out. Like it's not broken or nothing. So I can see why
there's
they
some
would
things
keep it.
that I feel like still come through.
Yeah, there's some like weird priority stuff, and I've noticed that with some things too. It almost seems like the newer abilities, which might just be some bias, but it feels like some of those get through stuff, like the old stuff. So it almost feels like maybe they want you to pay for the new stuff. Because it's just like, it feels like the old things are just like, they get weaker and weaker, and it's like, I should have a vulnerability too, even though they have a vulnerability, but their vulnerability eats through mine and then stuns me, and they hit me and didn't take any damage, and it's like, I don't know if I agree with the order of operations there.
Well, and that's like with that Marvel Snap game too. I've noticed well, and it's kind of a big complaint out right now is that they'll release these cool cards with these really neat kind of meta powers, and then after the season's over, they'll change them, and it's kind of like, well, that's not what I paid for.
Yeah, they've done that a couple of times, I think, here, and it has been really kind of frustrating. Though I think lots of the stuff at least hasn't been like after that exact season. But yeah, I've noticed some games do that, where it's like there will be the new power. Like the Godzilla game I play, very much so does that. Extra so right now, because it's. Although I get somewhat why they do it too, but. Because like that game, like if you just got a new unit and it's like you want to try it out, well, I'm facing people with level 30 units and my level 1 new thing isn't good, so it makes sense they boost them. But some of the stuff is still like, okay, this is just level 14, why is it beating my level like 30s? I get they want the people that buy the new stuff to like get some use out of it, but it's kind of ridiculous how it's like, then if you did spend on it, it's not going to be good later, so that makes you not want to ever spend on anything.
Exactly.
Because I could spend some money to have this unit that does good for like 2 months or whatever, but then it's going to be not good and I have to spend on something else.
Right. Oof. You got way ahead of me. I didn't see you for like the last little while there.
That's what I,
10 seconds.
I've done some races on that one. They had like a community tournament, and I got really good at like, okay, Speedster. This. Yeah. Keep that boost going. Keep it going. Refill the boost. Make it run for a whole lap.
That's what I was trying to do. What's up, Pyro? How are you doing tonight, man? You gonna race some Disney characters with us? There's no Ghost Rider, but...
I want to see it all.
I still find it weird they don't want to add in. They like Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Or, I think the thing was...
Purist Disney fans.
Supposedly... Which also funny, because like, half the stuff is from Pixar.
Yes he is.
But it's like, I still feel like what they're doing is they're waiting for a point where it's like, money's not doing good, we need to do like Surge of Players. Drop Marvel, or drop Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
Stuff like that. Failed to connect to the server.
Uh-oh.
Did it connect you?
Like, I can't lose this one. That'll be embarrassing.
Did it play with bots?
Yeah.
Okay.
They put you in?
No.
Oh, okay.
I had to make a new lobby.
I absolutely am gonna have to. I can't lose.
But let's see. I want to watch you do this. We're totally not going to judge you if you lose to yourself.
Right. But Pyro, to answer your question, Ghost Rider is a Disney princess now. I won! Yes!
You did? Excellent.
And immediately, as soon as it started, it was like first place.
I'm sitting in an ad of Danny DeVito at a Subway, I think? Was it Subway or Chipotle? Let's see.
Number 7 for Danny.
Oh, thanks, Reality Kelly.
Was this Jimmy John's?
I'll tell you. Wild.
Straight in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Jersey Mike's thing. There we go. It's a sub above.
I don't know what you're talking about, Paul.
What of an ad I'm watching?
Oh.
Okay, now I'm trying to figure
You missed
out.
the whole race.
If this is a 1 or an L.
Yeah, it's a W. Absolutely. I'm gonna clip that one too. That's a first place. Boom. Quickest race I've ever won.
Okay, the new lobby code is either INF128 or INFL28.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's a 1 or lowercase L.
So INF.
F128 or
I tried
L.
that.
Okay, so yeah, L28.
That's not right either.
What? INF.
This is INF 128. I had the first letter was capitalized, so I'm gonna try that again.
Okay.
Yep, there we go. Okay. It was an L.
Okay. Now I look at it, I'm like, this font, that could be a 1 or an L. I don't know how they do the low, like, well, they do a different, like, thing for a 1 or a lowercase L.
I was looking at I had a capital I in there too. So I was like, well, how are you supposed to tell between the I, the L, and the 1?
Yeah. I guess some stuff was like, yeah, I hate some of these things. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, at least we had capitals, because you might have, like, the little lines at the top of the I. Okay, right on the Great Wall. Okay.
Who knows?
Let's go! Let's go!
Time to ride like the wind.
Oh, but yeah, I was saying, I think before, like, everybody just got, like, we got that weird issue. I do really feel like the Marvel and Star Wars is a backup plan for, like, immediate boost of characters. I feel like there's also probably a couple of seasons worth of stuff they're saving for, like, similar reasons as well. Like, that's why this franchise isn't in here yet, because they're waiting for, like, really needing money. I kind of almost feel like potentially that could be why they're saying for, like, Lion King is, well, they might look weird driving this as I'm playing a little bouncing purple dragon creature thing from Disneyland.
Yeah.
That might be the excuse for now, but it might also be we'll do that when we get a little bit desperate. Because I'm also surprised they did Frozen this soon, but I mean, I guess it worked as a, like, Christmas season, and it was, like, the second season after actual launch of the game, so maybe that's why. I'm not 100% sure. Oh my gosh, I got so stuck.
What you did to me, there's a star on my screen for a whole minute.
I think that is his ability. This is one thing, I'm supposed to hit like 5 people with it and it gives me something, but it's also like, that's pretty good when it's a 1v1.
I was about to say, it works out great when there's one person you gotta compete with.
But I feel like there's just some stuff they're saving for that. I think something said that they might have to pay for the Star Wars license or Marvel stuff, which is potential. I don't know how Disney kind of charges it all. Though, I mean, I feel like you would make probably some money off of a decent, like, both of those franchises. Those aren't, like, bad ones. Though, I mean, you might could have done better if you released some of those, like, 2 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And I think Marvel, although I guess also depends how they would do Marvel, too, because they're, like, I don't know, Marvel's one of the ones where you almost, like, you would want lots of skins for or something, like the different Iron Mans and other things. Although, I don't know, they might wait for it to get old enough where it's nostalgic. I'm nostalgic for Iron Man 1, which, I mean, I guess it's old enough now. Was in, what, I think, younger than 8th grade with that stuff. I think that's when the first Avengers movie came out, so, I mean, I guess you could be nostalgic for that stuff now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they call it, what was it, the stuff in what was, not Far From Home. Was Far From Home? The one where they brought back the old Spider-Man, and I'm like, this isn't actually that old. Why are we doing, like, this is the person that played them in the 60s. This is the person from, like, 2003.
Right.
I don't have anything to stop you. I can reverse your controls right there at the finish line. That's what's stopping you.
Right. Let me AI takes over. Oh, you were right on my tail, though. Like 0.6 seconds.
This is one of those that you want to, like, he's a trickster, so you always are, like, drifting with him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else?
I think I've figured out the drift, too, thing. Because, like I said, I was going with, like, Mario Kart, where I tend to play karts that slide really easy, so that I can drift without losing speed. And this game is not like that. Like, you lose a lot of speed when you drift, so you have to, like, really, like, you can't just hold it down for a whole turn. Like, you got to, like, tap it through a turn.
Well, there's also the way they give the boosts in here. Sometimes in some turns you want to use like 3 different boosts or like drifts. It gives you. Cause I think finishing that after you get the boost from it is what fills your drift bar significantly, or like your nitro bar. So there's like a lots of like weird. That's more so for like the sweaty you versus every players. If you're in the top 5%, you get stuff. Sort of like mechanic, although I have loved that for for certain characters. Like, I'm not going to spend on, like, Wally and Eve, but I will at least do that. Yeah, let's go Blue Shell. It's so stupid that this is just an ability on somebody. Because the amount of, like, single-player races I have where, like, okay, I'm, like, 20 levels above everybody, so I'm just, like, cruising, and I'm just getting constantly blasted by a jumper. Also, I'm still not sure what is the best path to take here. Because I've done, like, stuff where I'm like, I feel like this is fast, and people, like, beat my time, like, by 20 seconds. So I'm like, this clearly is not the fastest. I don't know. Should I just, like, stay and just figure A, jump off, hit the bottom, do the grind rail?
Yeah.
No, also, from how I believe lots of these things last, I believe they typically have a kind of like 2 to 3 year long licensing deal with the people that like with Disney to at least for sure make it, and then afterwards that's when they maybe would like stop making new content for the game and other things. So I kind of expect some of the like the Marvel and Star Wars stuff maybe be a little bit more around then, and then maybe also depending on what's going on at the time. Like, I mean, I guess you still kind of have Star Wars TV shows, but it's kind of on a break somewhat.
Right.
Like, Marvel's at least still going somewhat strong, like constantly kind of having new stuff come out.
Right.
Although I don't know if we might get something else different, like I could see them maybe doing something like, would you do a Marvel thing with like the 90s X-Men?
Right.
Or
Ooh, wow,
yeah,
that's printing money right there.
but they also too, I'm curious if they would do stuff like that because of it being like older anyways, and I feel like they probably want to target older people where they have a little bit more money. I saw something I thought was funny. It was like, why don't they add Sophia the First? Probably cause the people that maybe would really watch that are like 12 now.
Right.
You probably want the people that watched the stuff in the 90s because they have like a job and they could spend large sums of money.
Right.
Or even medium sums of money. Though I believe there is supposed to be an Inside Out season coming too, maybe in 2 seasons, which...
Oh, for the new movie?
Yeah. Although I think it's all stuff from the first movie. But I don't know, something also sounds like, although it's also admittedly, it's been a long time since I've seen it. But I think it's just the 5 emotions, and it's not like... I thought maybe you might have like the main characters and like maybe the imaginary friend character and like maybe the kid or something. Yeah. But it's like they're not doing those because I'm like, I don't know, I feel like the imaginary friend too would just be an interesting one to have as like a racer for abilities. So I'm like, didn't like 2 of the emotions not get like hardly any screen time? They just like stayed back at like the base. At least like had angry moments.
Right. Well, I think they all had a good bit of screen time, enough to like develop them. But you're right, like there were a lot of memorable characters. Most of the story revolves around joy and sadness.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the point of the movie. But that's another weird thing I think about this game is they have not. Which now there's some licensing issues there, but they haven't capitalized on like movie releases and stuff.
Yeah,
because you would expect them to do Inside Out 2 as an event here with the new characters and everything, but then you got to release like 10 characters all at once.
Yeah, and well, that's also one thing I think is, then, like you largely have a season of characters, and then you might have what they call like the mid-seasons, so at least like halfway into it. Those are the ones that they want you to kind of spend a little bit more on to get. But it's like, I feel like you almost need a little bit more of some of that stuff to, I don't know, capitalize on some of the stuff. Like, I get maybe not making a full season for every new movie, especially if you don't know if it's going to do good or not. because it could be one come
Right.
out and nobody really goes and sees it. I mean, I feel like Inside Out 2, with it being a sequel, is probably a little bit safer than some other things.
Yeah.
But, like, even if you just released 1 or 2 characters, like, I almost think that would be good.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the idea of having to make a full season for everybody is also kind of a bad thing. Like, I think you should be okay just to release a couple of small things. But then maybe they would also be like, well, if we do a full season later, then we're not going to have that character because we're already giving them out. Although maybe that would be like the good one for the free track of the Battle Pass or something like that. But then also you have some of them that have tons of characters. Because there's been talk about some incredible stuff in the Battle Pass. Or not Battle Pass, in like the date files.
Awesome.
But I'm like, people are like, hey, well, who would you add? And it's like, I guess logically it would be the full family members, but like,
Right.
I guess maybe he's not the actual biggest part of the movie, but I feel like you need Frozone.
You have to have Frozen.
I feel like he would just be like a cool one. So like that's 5. I feel like you really, honestly, need the villain. So that's up to 6.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe something from 2 as well, because it's also a little bit weird when you have some sequels. So that could be like later. But it's just kind of weird because it's like, I feel like it would be kind of odd to just not get everybody. But it's also weird to be like Lilo and
Right.
Stitch didn't do
Who
Nani.
says I have to be?
Like, I feel like the older sister of Lilo is like fairly big.
Pretty prominent character in that movie.
Yeah, and I get maybe they wanted to do some more of the like aliens and some other stuff, but they gave it to her as like the special crew and everything. But then you have some odd ones like that, because it's also like, I get you probably wanted to rep some of the TV stuff, but you gave me Nani over Angel. But then people also mentioned like you didn't do Peakley, the other alien, but you gave him as the crew to Jumper. And then Cobra Bubbles, although I think Cobra Bubbles just would have been kind of fun.
Absolutely.
But then you have some ones like that, because they also said like nobody who's here as crew will appear later as races. But I feel like that would be a good way to make some money later. Like, you could add in some other characters to these existing collections. And I think they need to do more of that too, for the ones, especially these ones that have lots of stuff. Like, I think Incredibles would probably deserve sort of a 2-parter, but maybe not like mainline 2-parter.
Yeah, but too, and you bring up another good point. It makes me think kind of about like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Is like, we were very aware that we weren't getting like every dream character in there, but at the same time, like, we know that they circumvented that by adding in a lot of stuff to like what you call it,
The Mii Fighters or whatever they were called. Or what is it?
Mii Fighters, which they
the
did do that with
the Spirits?
with
Spirit Board?
the Spirits, yeah. What was the guy that everybody wanted in there? The Sands.
Yeah.
He was one they put in as a Mii. He had his own Mii Fighter. But yeah, they were able to do it like I know that from listening to Sam go on and on and on and on relentlessly about it, is that one of the big fan characters that weren't in the game was Gino from Super Mario RPG. And like, that's kind of a niche character.
Yeah,
so
like you have some odd like niche picks.
Yeah. And so like, while it's maybe not realistic to think you're going to get him in the game, they did manage to get him in as like spirit and stuff, and I think that was a good way of giving your fans a little bit of what they wanted.
And I think that's what they kind of do with crew in here, to equip like boost, and it's like, oh, Nani is Lilo's epic crew, so it gives her a percentage to each stat, and it lets us start off a race with this item. So I mean, it's definitely like, and I get it, especially with some things, some of the characters are going to be niche, but it's funny with some of these is like, there is definitely like kind of arguably like 8 main characters or like bigger characters. Because like, I feel like Incredibles, like, you have lots of people that get lots of screen time and stand out. I guess maybe Frozone does more stuff at the end,
Right.
but I still think
But
he's
like that's one that I could argue. Like if you put the 4 family members as racers, and then him as a support crew member, like I would understand that decision
Yes.
at the very least.
yeah. So like that's one I get, and I would imagine he probably would as much as I would want him as a racer. Like I
Yeah.
feel like Syndrome is probably the most likely for like a 5th. Although I'd also take, I mean, I know there's no story involved in this game, but like, you could also just tell me, oh, Dash isn't a racer because his parents made him sit this one out because he's too fast.
Yeah.
And it would be kind of funny having him in like a little bitty cart going very slow
Right.
compared to what he normally does.
Oh. Crashed and burned.
Oh, yeah, this is that map that if you are like a low enough racer, you can't make those jumps. It's
Yeah.
hysterical to me because I'm like, I feel like this is an oversight. So I did some of those at like the very beginning of a season, and it's like, I don't like this feeling of being this slow. There's not like I can't do the shortcut, I can't do the default track.
Yeah.
But I think I also hate the way they do some like choices in here too. Is just also like,
There you go.
you know, if you don't like make it in, or like you get chosen as like the mid-season collection, that means you're not going to get a track, and then you're probably going to get like a full 4 races or something like that, and then you get some odd ones where it's like some odd 5th picks for some of these, where it's like I could probably have lived without that racer being added. Like honestly, I could probably have had a little more, besides like the track being really cool and wanting some like underwater stuff. I probably could have had that be like a mid-season thing with like two races. Like I feel like I probably would have went like Ursula and Ariel. I mean, I know like the Prince is like a decent role. I feel like some of them kind of blend in together when you have like all the princes from all the different like Disney princess stuff. As like, I was like, funny you get Triton was like, yeah, I guess her dad was in the movie. I don't really think about
was
him
there.
as being a character. Like, could you have gave me like a 6 from one of these other bigger movies, and we could just done like the 2 of them?
Right.
Perhaps some ice.
And then, like, I'm so just sad that we didn't get a Wall-E season. I wanted, I don't remember the names, I wanted the 2 fat people's races.
The captain.
Yeah, the captain and, like, his, like, love interest person. Like, give me them in, like, the floating chairs with wheels attached to it.
Stay away.
But yeah, I guess that's always going to be an opinion with the people with what movies they did like, what characters stood out to them. Should they have spent more development time making a racer for here versus there?
Not perfect, but who's
And then
to
also
say
too,
have
when
to
they're
be?
doing like, okay, so we're gonna have every 2 months is gonna be a season with at least 4 races, and all gonna be from the same thing. Where like it might be cool to get one where it's like, here's an extra character from Beauty and the Beast, here's an extra character from Mulan, here's some more Pirates of the Caribbean stuff.
Right. As I said earlier, it's kind of weird the way that they've like
I'll do
chosen
what's
to
right
do
for
it because
everyone.
they're not making moves on certain events like new movies coming out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you're right, they've kind of locked themselves off to doing it where they're not able to like release other characters here and there. Like if they want to add Barbosa in as a drivable character, like they gotta wait to do that now. Like
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna win this.
Yeah, like they don't have to wait for like
Think
a
so.
mid-season, and then, and I mean, I guess it's also just weird because Pirates of the Caribbean also already has like tracks and other stuff in the game.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's also one of the bigger things that's in the game right now with how many movies it had. and like all the different like characters. I know there was talks about making a new one, and maybe that's what they're like waiting on. But then I'm assuming that you would want to do some stuff from the new movie too.
Right.
And I still feel weird to not do anything more with skins and other stuff, because I almost feel like that would work with like is it the same track? I think.
I think so.
I hate kind of the random thing in here because sometimes it doesn't really actually feel random.
Yeah.
But and I know, of course, like they just now released the Little Mermaid season, and I think it was still like very heavily like pre-launch when the Little Mermaid like new movie came out. But it still feels like that's something you would want to like capitalize on. But then I guess also that movie was aimed enough at kids, so
right.
maybe they would. I've heard some stuff say some different things about they potentially might not want to aim anything at some of the stuff coming out right now for kids, because you might get some more eyes on you about predatory practices in gaming and everything.
Right, that's true.
Because it's aimed more for kids. If you're doing 90s properties, there's a good argument that the people who are fans of that aren't children, or as inherently children as a maybe PG movie aimed for the demographic of like 5 to 9. But then also I find some of those things, yeah, these things sometimes just spawn in on you. I feel like there's kind of like some weird desync there, because I've had ones that like hit before me, disappeared, I go into it like 2 seconds later, or like 0.2 seconds later, and then get hit, and it's like, that was a quick respawn.
Right.
And also, I think some of the stuff too is, I know Europe has some stricter like gambling, gotcha, RNG, loot box, whatever regulations over there than here. Because it was like a game I played. Well, actually, it was I think published by Nintendo, not made by them. Regalia Laws. That never. Yeah, that thing has a surprisingly long range. You would think, based off of the regular one, it would be kind of like slow, but it's not.
Yeah.
I actually might do the regular thing here, just so I can not get hit by any of these things. I just went through a wall. That was impressive.
Not today.
But like, it just never had a European release because there was just so many like lulls when they just decided not to release their like new gambling game over there. And I've heard some people claim that some things in here they do is illegal in Europe, or like they don't display some of the rates as much as Europe wants them to, different things like that. And I guess it's still technically out there, but I guess it's just available to download because it's a free game. But you read into some like odd stuff with that. But it is funny how it felt like it has shifted more and more to be a mobile game. I do really hate that it's like taking away all your characters and everything.
Well, and like, to be honest with you, it seems like an odd decision to give me access to all these characters when I didn't earn them. You know, I mean, like, I didn't pay for them or earn them or anything. And I get that that's only available in this, like, it was only available in this game mode, but I get why they would take that away. At the very least, I can understand their decision there.
What I would think they would do is at least give you the regulated multiplayer roster. Because I think you can use whoever you have unlocked, and there's like 8 different characters that rotate every now and then that you can use. Kind of like, I guess, like League of Legends gives you some free characters and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought at the worst it might would at least do that, so you would have like some people you could use, and maybe it would just at least rotate or something. But then also I'm curious how big this like game mode is for this game. Although this also, with saying that, I don't know if it even matters to them because this game type isn't making them any money.
Yeah.
Like, even at most, if you, like, by taking your stuff away, I don't think it's going to stop you or start you spending in here. It might just be, we're not going to play it as much. I mean, you can still at least check out the track. Honestly, I thought maybe they might have locked the tracks away or something. I don't know. But it's just, I guess it's weird because this is a feature that is very much something you would expect from a paid game. But it's like a free-to-play mobile sort of game.
Right.
So it's a weird conflict here.
Full sail.
Although I also know is you as a fan of, I believe you said you were a fan of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I think you're going to like next season having Nightmare Before Christmas and not being able to play it.
Right.
Oh,
And again, if it was a game that I played more often, like I would be like, hey, you know what? This would be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding me.
It's also weird. I'm still trying to place where I've heard Prince Eric's voice from. 'Cause I don't believe it's the original, but it sounds like some older person I've seen in something else trying to do a voice of a younger character, but somebody who gets paid to do that regularly. So it sounds familiar and sounds okay, but I'm like, who are you? I want to know your name. Please tell me.
Hit that cut.
And then you have like Ariel, who sounds like she's like 60 years old. But it's also not like the original Ariel voice either.
Oh. Not today. I won't be able to get this out of my head.
Man, I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh gosh, I get to the end screen and you're not even on there yet.
Yeah. You got ahead of me right there at the beginning, and then I never saw you again.
That is one that I'm also very used to doing all the cheese speed boosting strats and everything on it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
A perfect day for a race.
Who else do I want to try? Let's do Bo Peep, sure.
Let's get out of here and see the world. Let's go racing.
What about
Send
like?
sheep after me.
So I think she doesn't do that. I think that would be a very fun. But actually, if she was probably made nowadays, they would probably just like reskin Raja and Shrin and all the other animal summons and just make it into a sheep and have a summon to hold a sheep. I would be so here for it. But she's just
I think
like
it'd be cool if they did her her little skunk car from the movie, from the last movie.
that's something I think they really should do, or I think that would have helped them a lot too, is if they actually did stuff with the like racers and carts and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you should actually add in like different vehicles and like vehicle skins and stuff. Let me actually have maybe like the Pizza Planet truck,
Right.
or like a vehicle that is just like a cardboard Buzz Lightyear ship turned into like, I want to say they like drove something like that at one point in the movies or something. Just do that. I feel like that would like make some form of money. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why they didn't do that. Or like just say copy Mario Kart with how they do it, where you have like a couple of different vehicles and you can just equip those to whoever you want. And you have some like nice variety there, but maybe you can still have the changing of the colors or something.
Watch this.
Right.
Because right now some of the stuff is kind of like, okay, you have the different tires. Okay, that's okay. You only have like a few for each though. The spoilers are kind of nice.
Figures.
But those are also fairly limited. And then everybody of
Well,
the
I
same.
think I will say I think that they kind of messed themselves up in that aspect because they've kind of made it to where they can't do fun little cars because they've limited them to these type of race cars. Oh, you got my camera view. I couldn't see you.
Yeah, I've had people
you
do that to
stinker.
me. Yeah, if you land on top of somebody, it kind of stuns them and knocks them away.
Yeah,
I've had people
dude.
do that.
Did you see? Look at the time on that, man. It's 0.03 seconds different.
I think I rode across the finish line on your hood.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why I jumped. I'm like, you're ahead of me. I'm gonna try to see if I can jump over you, because I think I was technically faster than you on that grind rail. But once we got off of it, we were going to like collide. I was going to be like, you were going to win.
We were
'cause you're
both
ahead of me.
boosting too.
Well, Bo Peep is one of those that has like surprisingly high stats, but I guess she was a bigger role in the fourth movie. Do we need to stop?
Yeah, hang on.
Okay, I'll be
right back. Yeah, hang tight.
We'll see how far I can back up.
Figures.
I don't really know why there's a backup key.
Great. This is just great. Well, that's unfortunate. Figures. Well, that's unfortunate. This is just great. Figures. Come on. This is just great. Figures. Can't believe it. Well, that's unfortunate.
I'll make it back to him eventually, chat. Don't worry.
Believe it. Figures.
Oh, wait, I'm behind him. Is he above me? Can I look up?
Come on.
I think he's up on the track above me.
This is just great. Figures. Figures.
If I back up enough, I can actually get up there.
Believe it. Figures. Well, that's unfortunate. This is just great. Come on. This is just great. Well,
The way Let It Go keeps on changing pitch when I blow up is very impressive.
figures.
I wonder what this looks like on Tim's stream. Can you see me backing up?
Believe it. Come on.
Is that
This
him?
is just great. This is just great.
Where's Tim at? Let's pull up his stream. I want to see if I'm... Is he above me? The check is he on? He's right there. Okay. So
Hey, gamer parents, what's up?
think he's above me?
I was doing. Zed fell out of bed,
Oh.
so I heard like a bang, and his bed is like over our room, and so like I looked over at Alana. I was like, "That was Zed." I knew it was him, and then she got up, and I was like, "He fell out of bed." That's why I was MIA, but so it was important. Let's see. Did you already finish the race?
Oh no. I was waiting. I thought you had moved on. But I'm. Here we go.
Or, slow down! Why are you going so fast?
It's really hard to slow down this game. Don't worry, I've already caught up.
Yeah, there you are. Okay. He does have he sleeps on like a regular bed. So like, I guess it would be considered like a high bed. It's not. He's out of a toddler bed. He doesn't sleep in a toddler bed anymore.
Let me try.
Because him falling out of bed is pretty rare.
He's taller than the bed.
Yeah, Paul's right. He's taller than the bed. What'd you say? Yeah, he's like 4 feet tall. So yeah, he.
Out of my way.
Usually never. Now, when he went to bed tonight, he was very whiny, very tired, and he went to bed on the like edge of the bed.
Out of my way.
I'd hit you with that.
Yeah, I think I was using my charge ultimate, which also makes me invulnerable. But then it didn't really like trigger on you, but I got another one, so I just threw my regular one at you while using my... Oh, I don't know. It's weird that sometimes you can get multiple of those. It's like, I'm still waiting for the other one to, like, finish, so... Can, like, I save this and not, like, miss a whole bunch of item pickups?
Oh, yeah? Just try me. Who's that? Look at me, girls.
I will admit, I still find it weird, although, like I said, I think it was maybe the fourth movie. I never watched the fourth Toy Story movie. But I was surprised they added Bo Peep in for, like, the fourth Toy Story character.
Oh, I love that. I thought that was great. She was such a prominent character in the fourth one.
Well, that's probably why, like, since not watching that, I had to remember, like, Bo Peep. But then also, I guess Toy Story is also one of those weird ones, too, with it having 4 movies. There's a lot of characters to pick from, too.
Right.
Though I have liked how they have tried for some of these to pick characters from some of the latest stuff, and not just the first one. But that would also maybe be a way to, or that would have been a good reason to add in the, like, additions to it. So you could maybe do a lot of the stuff from the first, like, movie, and then, like, the later ones, too.
You stinker.
How was it?
I was so close to you.
Although I think I'm also just biased because I wanted to play as the stinky miner dude.
Prospector.
Oh yeah, Prospector, there we go.
Run.
Was he Stinky Pete or something? I can't remember. He was Pete something. It's like, I kind of want to play as him. Or like, maybe as the, oh gosh, what was that? The teddy bear from the stuff. Actually, no, just gonna be Barbie and her, like, Dreammobile. That'd probably be too much licensing.
Right. You're having deja vu about gamer parents, about watching my stream. You know what? I'm totally fine with that rule that I'm the stream that you choose to watch while you're waiting for your wife to play Fortnite with you. I can handle that role. That's a good place that I'm okay being.
That's Tim's niche.
Yeah, that's me.
That's your role in the group, Tim. Your wife's probably waiting to play Fortnite with our wife.
Yeah. That's okay. I can handle that.
I like we just got the same map again.
Yeah.
Like, there's enough maps in here. This shouldn't really be happening that often. Like, statistically. And not multiple times a night.
Let me try.
But I was also saying, like, with Bo Peep, I also think it's funny that she is one of my, somehow, naturally highest characters in the game. The game just, like, kept on giving me stuff for her, and I'm like, okay, sure. So I started using her, and, like, I actually like driving her. But it's just, like, it's weird that it's not, like, one of the characters I super like. That I was like, yeah, let's do that. But it's just like, no, here's this character you were surprised made the cut as one of the 4 characters. You're going to like driving her. Okay, cool. She's who I made from Toy Story somehow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Drift going?
Where are you at?
Oh,
I didn't see you anywhere.
Hold on.
I think my main skill might make me invisible. Maybe. I forget what the different shades of green mean. I don't know if you can see me right now or
I
not.
don't think so.
Yeah, I can see you. You're
Okay.
green.
Because some greens mean you're invisible. Some mean you just can't be hit. It's really weird. I wish it was a little bit more uniform.
That's right.
And then Hans has an ability that makes him invisible, but not like invulnerable like the cloak skill normally does.
Oh, okay.
Which is odd. I can just get blown up by like stray bullets.
Oh, yeah? Just try me. Oh, what?
Oh man,
Here goes.
messed me up with that twice.
Yeah, some of those like it is definitely not the like the strongest ability most of the time. But I do think it is interesting how like sometimes it can just completely mess you up.
Yeah.
Like there's just some like turns it's just like impossible to recover from.
No way.
Decent
Ah.
run, huh?
I was looking to jump you again
see.
because I'm like you have that thing around you.
Let's see. Game repair spots. Simple spot takes a long time to be ready. So it means more time in your stream. Yeah, so look, it works out everybody. It's win-win. Win-win for everybody.
Extra win if you want to download it and join us.
Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to play with us. You are in the Discord. We're just doing voice chat. It's super fun, free to play. Although there is a pretty lengthy tutorial. If you
Yeah,
haven't
and
done that.
I think it is quicker because it's just only one thing. You get the same unlock, so it should, in theory, be quicker. Because it's still
Like, that's
weirdly
alright.
collection level, which is a weird abstract thing. Because it's like when you're new, it's just like I just want to hop on and play. What do you mean collection level? And it's like
Right.
that's kind of like a weird thing. I also want to know what this
that's
toy is.
Gamer parents, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I'm 100% okay with you choosing your wife over me, as I would do the same. Oh man, I don't know how I made that turn.
Yeah, that's one of those like hard turns. So, well, I say hard because it's also like
Oh,
you're
boy.
used to something going straight there.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's also worth noting for that little segment, if you are cloaked or shielded, you can actually go into those little like grinder things, and there's a speed boost in there.
Uh-huh.
So you could actually like drive through that to get a speed boost.
That's right.
You can also do that if you're desynced, which I've seen lots of times in multiplayer. I'm like, you just
I
like
watched you
jump
go
straight.
drive right through one of them too, and I figured it was like, well, it's probably just we're probably
Oh,
seeing different
that's I think I was like, I think that was when I was using my like ultimate, so it had me as invulnerable, so I could get through there for that whole thing. Also,
Figures.
I still want to know what toy that is. 'Cause it
stuff.
looks like
You didn't play with the cheese grater when you were small.
that's what I was saying. Like, it doesn't look like something I would trust my child to play with.
This.
Right.
And like up top, it almost looks like it's a like I don't know, a carrier, aircraft carrier or something. It's like a weird
Right.
airfield up there. I don't. What is this? And it has a wind-up crank.
Yeah.
Like a lot of this I can figure out. That one I can't.
Out of my way.
I finish this, I'll cut my light on. Boom. Oh, I came in second place.
Let's get
Out
out
of
of here
two.
and see the world.
I wonder
I
what
love
new
you.
places we'll see.
Excuse me, that's going to be a trophy for that.
Refined, poised, punctual.
You are very welcome. There's no need to thank me for that. I literally did nothing. And you beat me too by like 3 seconds, man. I couldn't. I thought I could keep. I saw you a lot in that one, but I couldn't ever catch up to you.
He's very good at staying like invulnerable and drifting and everything, and just kind of keeping that up. Because I have an ability like my ultimate is a little bit similar to yours, where if somebody like touches me, it moves them backwards or moves me forward, something like that. I think maybe moves me forward and maybe them back slightly.
Definitely ran into your fire path, not thinking it was going to do anything.
Yeah, it looks kind of a little bit wimpy. I wish they made that a little bit more like obvious that it's like it is something. Oh,
Jeez,
just
you
go
gotta be kidding me.
And I have to remember this one. You go right, then you go left. Because that's just the way they throw the the bombs out there. It took me so long to figure out that they always come. When I first played, I'm like, why am I always hitting something that's not there when I start? Oh, it's throwing a bomb there, but it always lands like as soon as you get there, so it's not an obstacle before that.
Okay. It only exists because you exist.
Yes.
I can do it.
And like
I forgot about the wolves.
when you're playing with like AI, it doesn't spawn it on them, it waits to spawn it on you. So they'll just drive through it and be safe. One of my wolves is up in formation.
Gosh.
I tried to slam into you, you went past me and I slammed into the explosion. But then somehow you also managed to hit the explosion?
Yes. So it didn't do like either one of us any good.
Yeah.
So close.
Nobody could catch me.
I'm glad it also gave us a different track.
5 seconds behind you. What'd you say?
So I'm glad it also gave us a different track that time. I think that was our first
Well, yeah.
Great
That's the
Wall.
first time we've been on that one.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've done the Pirates one tonight.
You'd think just doing random would get a little bit more variety.
Yeah.
Back to
And
that.
water in our engines. I watched Interstellar. That's not good.
I know I can.
I also like how are we gonna handle this underwater thing? Mario Kart did Wheel Sideways. We're gonna do Wheel Sideways too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost went off.
Huh?
I think we just
your
kind of
wolves.
separate now. Okay, apparently whatever way you went was quicker. I think I just went enough sideways. Nope, too soon. There we go. Oh, I didn't make that. What? Okay. Oh my gosh, it's just not my day.
Boom.
I'm getting the worst respawns.
Well, we'll just put you back here in that area that you had a lot of trouble with.
Well, like, it spawned me at the end of the grind rail, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of weird, put me back here. But then it like had me driving for like a split second, then just dropped me forward with no momentum, so I had to like slowly glide back to the ground before I could move.
Yeah.
And then I got blown off by the current. But I would also then started moving forward enough that it took a long time for it to spawn me back. Because I had enough forward momentum. I mean, I do still also find it funny how I have like a love-hate relationship with the maps in this game. Like, I think this one is really good, and I think, I mean, it's been a little while since I've seen Little Mermaid, but it feels pretty solid to my memory.
Yeah.
Or like as solid as you can do with how different some of the locations like were. Like, the only thing I maybe would say is, like, maybe if we went through like Ariel's cave of like stuff. I want to say maybe we went to like the underwater castle at some point in the movie. That might be neat. And then the swamp river, whatever place where they would like kiss the girl. Like, that's like the only other thing. But that might be kind of hard to go from the ocean to that place.
Yeah.
But like, I think this one's good. But I have like a love-hate thing with some of them. Because some of them I'm like, this just kind of feels a little bit generic given what you are basing it off of. But then also, like, oh, of course, some of them, like, yeah, it's going to get a little bit harder to make this an interesting one. Like, I think...
You can see why.
Yeah, like, I think the next mid-season races are potentially going to be Snow White. And it's like, yeah, you kind of just have traditional fairy tale princess stuff there, but nothing that's very, like, I want to race through this. Although this weird, like I said, like WALL-E, like that has some iconic stuff that would stand out as like different.
What's up, Third String? How are you doing, man? I'm doing great. Me and Paul are playing some Disney Speedstorm, having some good time. And Gamer Parents, you were great. You lurk away. I appreciate you guys being here. You guys give them a follow. They do some really cool stuff with their content, so you'll check them out. I did pretty good on that one, I'm not gonna lie. The wind hazard there, I think, is my biggest supporter.
I think just send you. Wait, I think I even can. Let's see at me. I think I actually can find that in the stream VOD. What just like happened to me, because it's so like the respawns in here are very hit or miss. It's like, why did you place me right there? Hit or miss.
Right.
Like, why? I don't know.
I figured out I'd have to like I can plan my boost to help me through that spot that would blow you off the side of it. So that's where I was like, I'd go to that. Just I'd skip picking up an item and move to the boost and then hit it to boost through that area.
Enough sideways. Okay, I think I'm basically there. Okay.
Have you done anything with Mix It Up?
I have tried. I got like I must have assigned something weird the one time I like tried to look at it. Can I copy video? Oh, let me actually send you the timestamp. Dang it. Oh well. I've tried. I think I need to go in there and like change some things around, because I tried to do like tried to use some of my commands. Nothing was happening. And then the one time something did work was I tried to like do a quote thing, and it's an error, but it sent it from my account instead of the bot account. So I'm thinking that something must be set up in there backwards, and I thought I set that one up correctly, but I'm gonna double check just to make sure I have all of that set up right, and then we'll try like the test thing again at some point.
I'm thinking about, like, obviously I don't have the time to do it right now. But I'm thinking about trying to set up and make some YouTube videos about how to like set it up.
Nice.
I did the 1 2-hour video, and I thought, like, that's a lot to ask. Like, somebody to plop down and watch 2 hours. Like, it's different if you're here, like, interacting with it and everything, but to ask someone to go on YouTube and watch a 2-hour video is a bit of a stretch. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go into some of the major areas and like cut down on all of that, and then try to make like some simpler things to look through. Like, it'll still be 2 hours of content, but you could break it up into like smaller videos.
Yeah, it's like I just want to do this feature right now, not
Right.
everything else, or this one's not working for me, trying to find out why it's not working.
Exactly. I know it's an idea. It's the teacher in me.
I think it would work. Oh, one thing I have noticed on this track, which is interesting, I had a really weird incident one time where I got stunned coming off of that little jump off of that track into the other, like, circle of it. I was knocked backwards, like, while I was falling, and I went behind the, like, guardrail. And you can actually drive on that other bit of the track there. It's still there, and it still works. And then you just drive out from underneath the track that's, like, covering it on the other side.
Huh.
If I had, like, some AI just, like, stunned me while I was falling there, and it just sent me backwards, but it just worked. It was actually quicker.
Down, Woody. What are you doing, man? He was stuck in his lasso throw.
Yeah, I've had some odd animation lockups. I one time, I actually uploaded the video I recorded of this. I got stuck as Eric's ship for the whole race, but like just the middle portion of the ship. So I actually was racing with like a kart skin on, and it looked so much better. Like being able to be like, yeah, I'm a pirate ship now. Yeah.
Right.
I was like, well, why don't they sell these? This would, I think, be a better way of making money than some of the stuff they do right now. I saw you just jump through me.
I went invisible. I tried to hit you while I was invisible, and it just phased through, and I was like, oh, that doesn't work. So I got you by like 0.07 seconds. It was like a flake of rubber off of my tire managed to cross before you. I was like, you led me most of that one, and then I tried to pull ahead, and then you got ahead of me again.
Mm.
I just lucked out there at the end.
That's also the thing, and I think it's like when I say that's like that important. But a big complaint I also have for here is there's a lots of like luck too. So people talk about like lots of skill, but sometimes it's also just what abilities you get. And we're doing the same map right again. Love it.
Yeah, again.
Yep.
This is a different one of the repeats.
Yep. I think this is the same layout, the same. We hop off of one turn onto the other turn.
So far.
Let's see, what was it? Oh, is. And while I have fun in here, I do think a lot of it is skill based. As much people like to say it's luck based versus pure skill, because you can just get nothing ability wise sometimes. Other times you get all like the good stuff. But I think it helps more with like Mario Kart, that you know it's just kind of like more of a fun, casual thing. There's a weird bit of like sweaty competitive multiplayer here for it to be this like random. It's like why I feel like you don't really have that much stuff where it's like competitive, like tournament level Mario Karting.
Right.
Because it's like, yeah, there's blue shells. So yeah, But we know it's not like the best racer exactly wins.
Right. Well, like there's with Mario Kart too. I feel like there's definitely some skill involved there, but then at the same time, like there's a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
You've got the items there to kind of like shake off some of that.
Oh, and I think
skill. That you
and
got.
I think Mario Kart does better with that for having the skills change depending on what place you are and different things like that. So that is also a big thing that changes. Because I've gotten stuff where it's like, if I would have gotten this skill while I was in first place, it would have been really good. But I kept getting this skill. Also, I hate there how like the doors just come down, but it's not that bad. But you get that fog or like cloud where you can't see the doors. But I guess it's like with Mario Kart, it feels like it's set up more where I kind of like expect it, and in here it's kind of like trying to do the bow, and I guess. Oh my! It actually went too fast there. That was neat. It's not really so much that like it tries too hard to be competitive, but I think it tries too hard to do the competitive leaderboard thing that these games do, where they put you up against other players to make you want to spin to do better. But there's still that element of randomness to everything. That's like I feel like it's trying too hard to be both. Like it's trying to be a serious racing game and a casual sort of racing game, and it's kind of hard to be both. Like you need to like more so embrace one or the other.
I knew
Just like Papa Bear taught me.
I like guy just passes you.
Yeah.
But actually,
half a second difference between us.
I am curious what the stat line is difference between our two characters. I'm curious if Mowgli is just like a little bit faster, or like, or maybe you have more top speed and mine has more acceleration or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't looked at any like stats really.
I mean, a lot of times I don't. Sometimes just look at it just while I equip the crew, just to be like, okay, what can I boost, or what's like better to boost. But it mostly just go by what it feels like, and those people talk sometimes when they do like the patch notes and different things. Well, that character's not slow, but they feel slow, and also I'd argue that lots of characters with like no or like high acceleration but low top speed are kind of slow. You can tell that from like racing with them, that when everybody's just passing you.
Right. I really feel like Woody has got like a good mix. Like this is the kind of style that I think I could play to. I like his powers. I like the skills that he has selected and everything. Like he kind of fits into my playstyle really well. I have a lot of control over him, but he also gets a good amount of speed enough for me to like compete. That's why I feel like some of these other ones, like my skills might not translate over to the brawler class quite as well.
Yeah, lots of those I find sufficiently lacking. And that was the main reason I was looking for like the bot. Oh, okay. Looking for the bots is just some of those you really need. Can you save me from that wall? Is you really just need people to like hit, because it's just so slow, and without them you just don't really do anything. There we go. And it's kind of just weird. Like very few brawlers really have a good way to like boost themselves. I only know of like maybe 3 that sort of do, maybe 4. You have, let's see, Hans is just because he has that blue shell sort of arrow thing, though it doesn't always work. I mean, you can actually dodge it, but I feel like that one's a solid one. You have him. Jessie, the way she lays down her blocks herself and gets a speed boost if anybody hits them, is pretty good because it can like give her a speed boost much later. Sully, if you I think fully charge his skill, is supposed to fill up your boost bar completely. So that one's at least good. So if you don't stun anybody, you at least do that. So you still get a boost out of it. And then I guess Beast, because Beast has like a speed boost thing. But his is also weak because you're supposed to like use it 3 times to like max it out and you can just spam it. I don't know, it's a little bit funky there, sometimes getting that one done, but that was also very RNG heavy. Because you have to actually get it a lot. So there was like one limited event that had like a mission to use, I think 5 skills in 3 laps with him, and it's just like, I think I had to do that so many times before I actually got that one completed because I just never got any. Which you would think it should be fairly often that in 3 laps you should get 5 skills, but it just never happened.
Yeah.
But like those are ones that I'm sure in like sweatier multiplayer where you all start off next to each other, and there's lots of like other people messing people up to slow them down to put them back towards your ranks. It's not as big of a problem. But yeah, there's lots of those that are very like, I don't know if I want to race this type of character.
Yeah.
Because it has like that play style where you have to stun people, but it's also like most of them are also heavy characters. So it's like, do you like playing Donkey Kong and Bowser in Mario Kart? And it's like, nah, I mean, Shy Guys, so I'd rather have somebody like that. And it's like, you got like 2 options for that?
I used to main Shy Guy. I main Dry Bones now.
I think you actually get all that DLC at some point. But of course, I also would have to get.
Yeah, we got the Nintendo online thing, so I just got a boost for a total of 3,600 seconds. Dang. Oh, I was trying to do that to you.
Pick my free item off of you. There we go.
Oh, something's happening. Oh, we got a raid. Who was it?
Oh.
Really?
We can stop and look at the raid if you want to.
I'm trying to. It was Mr. ADHD. I could see that. I don't know who else is commenting yet.
What?
Thank you. So thank you all raiders for being here. I will look at you all and acknowledge you and how wonderful you all are in just a moment.
You need to lose first.
Yeah, let me lose first. Ah, crap. I see there's, out of my peripheral, there's a lot of stuff going on over there in the chat. They could be saying mean things about me. This could be one of those hate raids I've heard about.
Ooh. Make sure you redeem, what was it, redeem an insult, custom insult?
I think I took that one off. Mr. ADHD kind of ruined that one for me because I couldn't think of anything mean to say to him. Ooh, someone followed. I didn't. Again, I'll look at everybody in just a moment. I do appreciate all of you guys so much. And I know what you're saying to yourself right now. How can you appreciate me? He doesn't even know who I am. But that's the beauty of it. I do appreciate you all so very much for just being here and being a wonderful person.
But see, now that I want
to
come over here and
I made it. Alright, let's see what's happening. Where's my mouse at?
I get the see the booty shake emote. Excellent. Okay.
That one's gonna be okay. So let me scroll back up here. There's a raid that happened. It was from Mr. ADHD. I called that one. He was playing Fortnite. How was Fortnite? That has to be well, I imagine. We got Miss Mix Vixen. Hello. Okie Dokie 24. Hello. Derp. Up.
Also, yes, the music to this track is really good.
I ain't got there yet. We got Mr. ADHD. Shout out to him, but you guys already know him. some hearts, some raids, some ADHD times, some booty shakes, some music. We are here to acknowledge how awesome. Oh, me!
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
they just added Mount
you
Olympus into Fortnite because they did some kind of other thing.
guys are awesome. Y'all run Mount Olympus in Fortnite? That's cool. We were vibing and didn't even know it. Okay. And then, okay, Okie Dokie 24 was the follow. So thank you very much for that. I love all the music in this game, just to be clear, Mr. ADHD. There's a lot happening right now.
I do wish this
All
game
the work
allowed
I've
you.
put in to mix it up is really like getting some work out here. Okay, we got a quote from Paul. Toad on my tail there. That was from Mario Kart. Oh, thank you for gifting the sub. Oh, and it went to Derp. Cool. Let's see. There's Tom Bot. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Matt. Okie dokie. We got some flags. We got, so let's see. Wow. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank y'all so much. There's too much going on here. And I apologize for not acknowledging, but you guys saw what was happening. Y'all saw me losing. Open invitation. You guys are here. If y'all want to jump in, y'all want to play some Disney Speedstorm with us, you guys are more than welcome to do so. I know that you guys just got off stream, and Matt, you just finished playing Fortnite, so I'm sure it was slick and easy for you, though. So, but in case it wasn't, there's no obligation to join in with us, guys. But if you guys want to, you're all welcome to join in.
Yes. The more
Yes.
races too, I do feel like the more interesting this gets with how the races are set up. So
Absolutely, yeah.
It's more back and forth than Mario Kart, but you need the other people to make it back and forth.
Yeah. But Mr. ADH, that's cool. Remember the rule though, you gotta tell me what kind of snacks you get when you come back. So I can snack vicariously through you.
Mhm.
So I feel great about myself. You guys are so awesome. Thank y'all so much for coming in, hanging out, lurking, and all the fun stuff that you guys are doing in here. Appreciate it so much.
And we'll try to get another track that has some
like-
really good music for the next one too.
Yeah. I feel like these are bits that were donated, and I just want to be clear that if they're cheers, yes. So thank you guys for that very much. I need a text thing that pops up for that so that I know. Uh-oh. My wire loose. I hope not. Does it sound better now? Can you hear me?
Sounds kind of the same. But I thought that was just on like my end because with like all running all these programs, it was just that.
No, it's probably, I don't know. This headset's it's Bluetooth, so Bluetooth anything can interrupt it. All right, Matt's gonna be back soon to tell us about what snack he had. Turf, I'm gonna just sit still and hope that you can hear my voice. It's got a scratchy sound to it. Let me see. I know what I can do. Okay. I turned it off and then turned it back on again, which is the IT solution to everything. So yeah, see,
I haven't heard it crack yet, so I mean it's already better. Ironically, it might have just started doing that after the last time you muted and like left yourself muted as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you can count on a good stream for me to be I'm muted for forever. You beat me pretty bad there too.
Well, it's okay. You were dealing with a raid. I said it like it's a bad thing, but like
No,
it was kind of like you want to like give that attention and not race for another 3 minutes before you give it attention. But it is one of these games that's a little bit harder to like look up. Also, that's one of the ones that's like really tight turns all the time.
Yeah.
So
yes, this is the code right here, guys. I was pointing at a second ago. This code right here. You can't see my other hand grabbing it, but
yes,
this is the code.
And we said it was a.
If you guys want to join
in.
It's an L. It's INFL 28. Oh,
Give it for that.
Mr. ADHD is subscribed for 7 months. Resubbed. Wow, 7 months.
Get back into
fun.
Speedstorm. Let me back in.
So I did learn. I've learned now that with my Mix It Up, I need to program text, chat things so I know what's happening because I'm going off guesses from the music and what I have it assigned for. I know that I saw Chili from Bluey dancing, and I'm like 90% positive that's a cheer. So that makes sense because I saw one of those also. I need better identification so that I can thank people properly. Stinker.
I'm gonna try to break out my mad drifting skills so I can not. They send it. Sad.
They'll never see me coming. What?
Uber boost. The moon. This I will say this whole game has like some amazing music.
Yes. I do wish you could select the songs because I do feel like each track for the most part has like a couple really good ones, and then you have just like a couple, well, not basic ones, but like ones without the lyrics and everything. Like,
yeah,
I kind of wish I could make it like always play the like better version. Also, apparently, lots of times when a new season comes out, they add in some new songs to an old track, which is
cool.
an odd thing. I mean, I'm happy they do it. We would think it'd be more like for the new things.
Wait, what? See ya. Whoops.
That might be the wrong path for that.
Boost. Boost. There we go.
Well, missed that. Oh well, screw it. Shortcut.
Okay.
I know Jim's back there.
Grab it.
Oh. Sometimes you just have to boost to the rice field.
My lasso's got your name on it. Good thing you're playing the game. You can't quote that.
See, if I far enough ahead to have out right quick. Oh wait, somebody else is watching. Quote that. Re-immortalized.
Really?
Somebody else needs to make something Tim say sound inappropriate.
What is this mess?
Why does it say I hit you with that 4 times? That's so weird.
No
It
way.
keeps on popping up, I hit you with something. What's happening back there?
Oh yeah, it gave me the little flowers, but I forgot that you were playing as Meg.
Okay. Well, it popped up on my screen that I hit you with something 6 times. Which I'm like, I don't...
Now
No!
this, I can get behind.
Man, you messed me up. If I could have got that thing off, I might have pulled ahead there.
I will say too, I think that's one of the few ones that I really also like the non,
I'll hit every
like
curve
lyrical
you
version.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least the track I got. I don't know if we get the same track race too.
It was Dark Side of the Moon, but with lyrics.
Okay, yeah, mine was just thumping.
That's weird. So you get different music than I do?
Yes, I guess. Which I mean, I guess makes sense if there's like 8 different tracks. It might just pick one at random.
That's pretty interesting. I didn't know it did that.
But I was curious there because I'm like,
So when you're looking at me jamming out to music, you're like, why is he doing that?
like this is the worst song of this
Not even
selection.
on beat. This is the kind of music that Matt listens to during the day, because I see what he's listening to on Spotify sometimes.
He's listening to Nightcore remixes of Disney music.
100%.
Excellent.
I think it's mostly lo-fi Disney stuff. But that's whenever I get on Discord and it'll tell me what people are doing. I see he's listening to music, and it's usually some sort of Disney lo-fi thing, and it's pretty amazing.
Although saying that, I do wish they also did more for the what was it? The Aladdin chapter. 'Cause I feel like they had like some better songs they could have used in there. And I don't think I've heard like many of them like done super well there. It's more like generic Arabian type stuff.
Yeah.
It's not very like, because I've heard some like really good remixes from that movie, and it's like I kind of wanted to hear some of this type of stuff. I had to try to get within range of you to do that without also getting taken out by your whip. I think I blew that up. Okay, what song are you listening to now?
Hold on, let's see. It's not. I guess it's it's not Let It Go, is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm listening to Let It Go. Where it just like, they just remix it with like dubsteppy stuff, and it's like, okay.
It is repeat. That's why I was trying to like place it. I was like, I don't know that I've heard the Let It Go part of this song, because it keeps repeating the same part over again.
Okay, I think there's one Jungle Book song that's really weird for as good of music as Jungle Book had. Although also like they didn't do like the I think like the, to me, the best song, which is the one from Orangutan. Like, give me that like remix. I would love that. But it's it's like it's when the snake is like charming him, and I think it says like "look at me" or something. But that's like the only one of the song, and it's like, did you stop repeating that like to one sentence?
Dang it.
That honestly shouldn't have hit you. Just the ramp that it hit directly as it came out of me, because it didn't like properly throw it forward.
Yeah.
But then like there is some stuff I do wish they like could you like do that song instead of like this song, because like I would probably say, I forget, what was it? Be not Man Like You, something what would Be a Human too, I think. Like that one, give me that one. Also, I could maybe take the elephants walking through the jungle.
Derp quoted you very well. This is Let It dubstep sound here.
Well, it's wicked. It does sound like the song is like it's like audio distorting because it's Let It Go, and it just kind of drags it on and distorts, and it's like such a weird one. Though I do think my maybe least favorite songs might be the Toy Story ones, but I think I like the original ones enough that it just feels like a downgrade the way they remixed it.
I just want You've Got a Friend in Me.
Well, they have You Got a Friend in Me, I think, but it's like dubstep.
And I don't the electronic. You got a friend. You know what they really need? If they really want to step it up, give me the metalcore version of all of these songs.
Yes.
And I could race to that.
Now it's playing Do You Want to Build a Snowman, I think. But I don't think it's actually finished the question. It's Do You Want to, and it's kind of like dragged out. Also, how many times have we gotten the same exact track after playing it?
Yeah.
Like, this is the fourth time? With 40 or 50 to pick from?
Absolutely. This is the same one we played last time.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, this is like the fourth or fifth time this has happened. can't see it.
Here goes. I know just what to do.
Ah, crap. I was gonna get through before it materialized.
That's what I also sometimes dislike, is it's hard to tell when something is actually like materializing or not.
Look at me.
Oh no, get out of there.
I had to go ahead and bite
Dang
the
it.
bullet, so I tried to slow you down at the same time. You know that thing's gonna last like another 35 seconds.
Right.
Like I just have to
You get-
wait for like 10 seconds for that
I
to
was
wear
like,
off.
which one's the...
I can hear you behind me. Oh, in front of me.
Ah, crap.
I just happened to see your shadow drive through me. I was about to throw it backwards. I didn't think I was going to get you. Just like, wait, is that his shadow?
It was. Direct hit.
I really thought you were going to be like invisible too, so I really didn't think that was going to work.
Well, I got the invisible thing, and then you were doing your little fire trail, so I was like, well, I'll go invisible so I don't get stunned by that. And then my invisible thing was like, but you're susceptible to bombs. Like,
I won't let you down. Honest.
Okay, who's a different pick that's not just like terrible at a 1v1? Because I like most brawlers are like, nah, that he ain't gonna catch up to you.
yeah. And it's like, I'm not changing at this point. So.
Okay, Andy's room. We could listen to one of those remixes, maybe.
Time to
Right. That's what I was just thinking. I was like, maybe we could hear it. It's so funny. The animation has got Woody talking, but there's no voice. Like,
Yeah, they did that in the like the unlock animations. I find it's weird. I'll have them talk. Well, that one does the opposite. I have them talk, and the mouth doesn't move, and it's like so weird. It's like, okay, I get this probably maybe something for like maybe other languages. It wouldn't just wind up and look okay.
yeah.
But you would think in English they would make that match for like that specific animation. It's kind of weird that he's like hopping around talking to me and
Anyway.
just not talking to me. Yeah, that's why I always mix up theirs. I'll get that one that we have to do that turn there, and then I'll eventually get one where you don't. But I'm used to doing the turn, so I'll just like drive into a wall.
Here I go.
Ooh, that was generous.
I see you.
Don't spawn me there. It spawned me on the jump pad and made me go straight up with no momentum forward. So I'm just hovering in the air waiting for you to come by.
For today.
Hey, you want a
Yeah.
picture taken?
Pull that out just in time. I threw something at you. Why didn't you react?
I
So that I
didn't
wanted you to.
see it. I don't. Also, I must have been at one point really far ahead of you, considering how badly that jump messed me up there. And then you just like barely passed me. Because
I'm
I
still
hit
working on it.
I hit the jump ramp, or hit like the jump boost. It hit me to the underside of the platform above me, and then shot me down to the void next to it. And then it respawned me on the platform and just shot me upwards. Survey?
Crap. No. No.
You know, I need to swap over to Stitch. It's been a while since I've used Stitch. I used to really like him.
Giving me a good bit there.
I like how one of Lilo's like idle quotes is a sandwich day already. Which I think is something from the movie, but it just sounds like such a small thing for sandwich day. What? You look forward to sandwich
I love a
day?
lot of these, like, yeah. I love sandwich day, man.
It just sounds like that's just like a normal day. It's not like Taco Tuesday or Pizza Day. It's sandwiches.
I don't know, man. I tell you, I had a sandwich the other day, and it was, they were having like this event at work, and so they had like food available. Anyways, so I had a turkey on wheat bread with cheddar cheese.
Nice.
I know where I'm going now. Had cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, and jalapenos.
Okay.
Dude, it was so good. The jalapenos like kind of took the place of like pickles.
Okay.
What's happening?
I think I took your picture, so it, I don't know. I have a bad camera with Mega Flash. Also, it's weird. This track actually has one of my favorite songs in the game. I think it's just
Oh, really?
like a this game original, but it has like a really nice vocal track that I'm just not familiar with. Also, with this being like a game original track, I'm assuming it's a game original song too, unless it's like just some generic Disney something.
Yeah.
Also, apparently this is like one of the more hated tracks in this game. Oh boy. What?
Really?
Okay. Yeah, which I'm like, I kind of really like it. I mean, it's very Rainbow Roady.
You stinker.
Take a picture of you out there.
Gosh.
I just like when this last lap doing a wide turn, I'm gonna cut it short.
Well, that's what I was like. I went way too wide. We're like 0.04 seconds away from each other.
But like, to me, that was good. I mean, I wish I could get it into here without the guardrails and with like those mallets swinging back and forth, because it has like a lots of neat hazards on it. But it's like, I kind of like a tougher track like that. I mean,
Right,
it's kind of neat and just not based off of anything in particular, so you can do some more unique things with it. Like, and I would like to see maybe some new versions of it with new hazards. Maybe throw in some of like the, I don't know, you maybe have like that jet stream thing, the Little Mermaid race. I think that would be neat on there.
Right.
Or give me one that's like you're supposed to be in space in 0G, and I can float like you can in there.
Oh, something else is happening.
Oh, something else?
Yeah. That's my raid music again. Oh, it's Savage Duck. Hey, Duck, what's up, dude?
Alright, so this is not the same one we just did.
Yeah. A little different. Hold on, I'm gonna see what everybody's doing over there in just a minute. But hey, thanks everybody for coming in. I hope you guys are having a great night. And I will very shortly read what you were doing. You got like super far ahead of me now. Uh-oh. That one lasted like a long time.
Yeah, we are doing some sweaty 1v1s.
Yeah.
And in a game without much catch-up mechanic either, so it's like, if you do get far ahead, it's sometimes a little hard to just kind of catch up at all. Especially because I'm also like a speedster, so I go probably as fast as you do. I mean, maybe some slight differences in stats, but like this is where you need like a blue shell to come in, or like the lightning,
Well,
or
especially
something.
the fact that we're playing against, we're 1v1.
Yeah.
Whoa. I think I see you. Nope, I didn't make it at all. Okay, well, let's go down here. Let's see. Savage Duck, I called it. I looked quick enough just to see it. Ooh, StarCraft 3? No, 2 with an exclamation point. StarCraft 2!
I don't think 3's
How's
a thing
StarCraft 2
yet.
Do what?
I don't think StarCraft 3 is technically a thing yet.
Well, when I looked at it, it's 1, 2, and then exclamation point. So I thought 3. And
Oh, okay. So it's like the Roman numeral version with it. Okay.
Yeah, as I looked at it, I was like, that's an exclamation point. So we're excited about it. Let's see. Speedstorm. Yeah, Speedstorm's going well. And yeah, I am rocking the Woody. Pretty hardcore. All night. Coming up on 3 hours of Woody, so almost at a doctor's visit.
I made to quote all of them. I'm rocking the Woody pretty hardcore. It's been going strong for a couple hours now.
Yeah. We've kept it pretty tame tonight. Let's see, it was good. Finished Heart of the Swarm. Okay, I saw you post that in your Discord. We got one more game left to play to finish the story. Wow.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was the game back in the day that like they released it, but they split into like 3 games, sort of.
Okay.
But it was like
It makes StarCraft 3 is so fun, and they got a good story. You know, it's so strange because StarCraft is one of those games that like I've never played it personally, but like you know about it. Like everybody knows about it. They're like I said, there was we were talking about this last time I was on your stream, Doug. That it was even referenced in like The Office, where Dwight dressed up as like a character from StarCraft. Like, so like I know about it. Like it's amazing to me that they wouldn't have made a third one. But when did the last part of the second one come out? Because it's weird to me that they haven't made another one, given like the immense popularity that it had.
yeah, and it's not like one of those that went the way of like the Warcraft series where it became World of Warcraft or nothing. It was just a popular RTS series that had like a very big competitive scene, and it's just kind of didn't do that. I know RTS is like mainstream as maybe they like used to be back in the day. But you think that would also be a good time to come out with one? You mean one that was popular that people liked? Yeah. Especially too when it's been so long since the last one. It's not like you're just pumping out a sequel. So like there's like you be jaded like, of course I'm not going to buy this. Yeah. You just released one last year. Released the last one when I think I was in junior high.
Okay, yeah.
Like I remember seeing that on like near the Walmart checkout line. Like where they used to have it like up in like the main front area. And it was just like, that would have been a long time ago when they put video games up there.
Right.
You look beautiful today.
Whoa. That sucks.
Watch this.
Did you hit that red thing next to the ground rail?
It dropped right in front of me.
Yeah, I don't like some of those hazards on here. They seem extra weird, and I hate the. I don't think there's any layouts that have it on here, but there's one that shoots down giant snowballs as you come up that bit. And even with a shield, they still damage you. Some of them come out kind of in a weird manner, and it slows you down, like obscures your camera, so basically makes it impossible to get those jumps. So it's just kind of like,
oh yeah,
I wish it just went ahead and just destroyed me and made me respawn instead of slowed me down in front of a jump that I then can't make by fall very slowly and then reset me.
This is better.
How neither of us have bothered to take the ice fountain.
It's too risky.
Yeah, I have too many times where I just fall into the fountain and die while
There we go.
I just go around it.
Let's see, what did he say? Doug said, I'm not sure, maybe 2012. That should be my guess. There was a lot of time between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. He put at that symbol, but I know he meant 2. So I believe, yeah, that's it, man. There's hope. There's always isn't that what StarCraft taught us? It's not about the stars that we craft, but the crafts that we star along the way.
Having out to look it up right quick. StarCraft initial release date was 2010, but I know they did a couple of
Was that StarCraft
sequel. That's StarCraft
2,
2, yes, but they did 3 releases, I think. They had I think a separate release for each faction, if I remember correctly.
Okay. So the first one initially came out in 2012. So when's our last one? And speaking of chat, if you came in with the last raid, this is our code for the room that we're in right now. This one right here. If you guys want to join us, you're all welcome to join us. This is a open event, and we welcome plenty of people. I'm about to play my last couple of rounds. I don't know how long Paul's staying on, but you guys are all welcome here, regardless of how many rounds that you can stay for.
Wings of Liberty, no.
I wish just my hands could extend. I don't want my whole camera to extend past this, but I wish that my hands could extend past this screen so you guys could see what I was pointing at.
So I'm sure the StarCraft wiki can let me know.
That's going to be my goal as a streamer. When I get past school and this channel starts earning a little bit more income, I'm going to green screen it just so I can point to things on the game that are on my screen. I can point to this, and my hand. You guys can imagine where my hand's going. I'd be like, right here, this is the code.
Okay, looking
I'm
at
playing
it,
as this character.
according to the wiki, Wings of Liberty, which I think was the first part of StarCraft 2, was 2010. Heart of the Swarm was 2013, and Legacy of the Void was 2015.
Okay. So, I mean, we're coming up on, that's 9 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then also, that is the third part of a game that was first released in 2010. So I also just think, too, having to wait that long for it to come out. Yeah.
Right.
Because,
so that game had releases for 5 years in and of itself.
Yeah. Which is also interesting, too, because, I would imagine most people probably that play an RTS are going to like some of the factions more than the others. Imagine, having to wait 5 years for maybe that last one to come out of the only one that you really care about.
Well, and I'll tell you, that's a pretty bold move, because there's a lot of games I know that I played that I don't know that I would still be playing 5 years after it come out.
Well, also,
not that there's anything wrong with that, but just that, to have a following that intense that you're like, hey, we'll release the next DLC in 5 years, and everybody's like, yeah, awesome, I'm totally down for that. That's pretty great.
Very few things can kind of really keep that up. And then I also was thinking too, nowadays, I could see some things doing that. Though I mean, it would probably be much quicker than that, but you have like enough like live service type stuff nowadays.
Right.
But to decide to do that in 2010 is also an interesting one.
You bring up a good point too, because I guess that's really the goal of the live service, is to get stuff out like that.
Mm-hmm.
You want people still playing your game for 5 years.
But then also, I do think it is funny looking at lots of the stuff nowadays. You want people to still be playing your game in 5 years. It's almost like it feels like the best way to do that is just to make one game, one purchase, and then people will maybe still be playing it that much time later. All the other stuff that lots of people seem like they do to make the game stay don't work as much as the stuff that they used to do, which wasn't for any of that.
Right. Man.
Although I also would say that I know that doesn't make the company like any real money for you to buy the game one time and to play it. So be playing it 5 years later, and to them they more so want maybe some extra money in that time versus just you to still be playing it. Not to like, I mean, that sounds probably super greedy, but I get that like they need some other money to pay the bills before like 5 years.
Right, and that's understandable, especially in this. Man, I haven't cut through the thing. Let's see. Doug said, I think RTS are kind of tough though. The genre doesn't get enough love, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely.
And I said that as an RTS fan, my Steam profile picture is, I think, one of the logos from Supreme Commander 1, Supreme Commander 2, I forget. Might be 2, because I think I actually installed Steam to be able to get and play Supreme Commander 2. Which Supreme Commander is like my go-to RTS.
Yeah. He said too that StarCraft made the first game free in StarCraft 2 along with the PvP mode.
Okay.
And which is a great way to get people playing it, yeah. He said Supreme Commander 2 was so much fun back in the day. I was arguing that it's still fun today.
Yeah. Well, I will say, personally, it's fun as Supreme Commander 2 was, and I liked some of the visuals and some of the things they did. I definitely preferred the first one more.
Oh, really? Okay.
But that was, I think, one of my complaints is, and some of the people that liked it at the time, was they made Supreme Commander 2 more like StarCraft than it was previously.
Okay.
Because it was previously much bigger. You had 3 tiers of like units you could build, and I think you could have up to 1,000.
I really played it because I got 2-pack with the second one. So yeah,
okay.
Doug said that he played the second one because he got it in a 2-pack.
I would recommend getting Forged Alliance, which is I think it's like the expansion to the first game, but I think it's technically like a separate box. But it's just kind of I think it doesn't have the campaign of 1. The campaign of 1 is really fun. They have lots of fun missions in there with some of the things they would do. But I think for the most part, Forged Alliance is the same. They added in like a new Uber unit for each of like the base factions and added in a new faction. I think you could have upwards of, I think the cap was 1,000 units. And you could very easily get to that point.
Really?
Yes, it was really fun. And like, the stuff in 2 was still good, but I think like my biggest complaint is they watered down my boy Fat Boy, and I'm stuck inside of him. The Fat Boy 1, so much better than Fat Boy 2. Though I do also love Fat Boy 2. Fat Boy 2 was just a big tank. But in the first game, it was a mobile factory that had 4 triple-barreled Gauss cannons, its own like protective shield, and it was a factory that could make, I think, tier 1 and tier 2 units. And it could also go underwater, and you could just like roll an army of those up outside the enemy's base, just shell it from afar, and also build new units to attack it with. It was really fun.
I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll send it to you. It's a fun one.
Oh, no way!
But yeah, and then they had like
Anyone home?
it was 3 tiers of units for the most part, with just like the later ones just being kind of like bigger and better. But you had like experimental like super weapons, and they were just like gigantic tanks and other things. UEF was the one I played the most. They had the most straightforward stuff, but it was like giant tank. Most of that stuff was like it's a carrier too, and you can maybe build some stuff. The Fat Boy was just like a giant moving tank. Artillery unit, and then they also had, I think, the Atlantis, which was a sub that made air units. They also had, I think, a space satellite that could nuke people, but I think that might have been Forged Alliance.
That's awesome. Doug said that there was a lot going on in Supreme Commander.
Yes.
And so that right there, I was gonna say, like, that was my biggest thing about like getting into an RTS is like they're very like I needed one that I could take time to get into, and I never like sat down and tried to do it. That was my only thing with those. Also, this is my last game.
Okay. I'll send you the Fat Boy right quick.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. Take your time.
But yeah, it was just one that had just like a very big scale to like all the battles. Which was neat. They were, I think, the only people in the RTS thing that really went that grand of scale with most of this stuff.
Yeah.
Most of the others went a little bit more smaller scale, which was also easier for like commanding stuff.
It looks like a turtle.
Basically it was like you had a shell around it. It had long range like battleship guns basically on it on each like corner, and it would build units, and it could also go underwater too. So you could just like drive that across the continent and just like roll up on shore and just like shell stuff. Like it wasn't the strongest,
Sounds like the wind's
but I mean, I think the big thing was it was just like a mobile factory.
He posted that in the general chat on Game Nights if you want to check it out. Hey, get out of here, bro.
What? I'm gonna need some items. I need you to give me some bombs.
simple. So long, suckers.
But there was also for the sequel. Doug probably remembers that Fat Boy. It was just kind of like they kind of took that and they kept like the idea of the cannons and removed the factory from it. And I guess it could go in water, but I don't know if there was water in 2. I don't think so. But it just basically became a like tank with like 4 naval barrel turrets on it, which I mean was still cool. But as somebody that really liked that unit from the first one, it was like it's not as good as the first one. Also, I think this name comes from like the atomic weapons. It was like a combination of, I think it was Fat Man and Little Boy, I think was the 2, and it became Fat Boy. Or Fat Boy.
I know that because of Fallout.
So I was like, oh, it's just like it's a big tank, okay, but like no, there's more stuff behind it.
There's lore there.
Let's see, you had that one.
No way.
Cyberns had was it Monkey Lore, I think was the one that I liked the most of there, which was like a just big walker with a microwave laser that would just like start up and just fire at everybody.
Oh, what?
But did you go into the...
No, I lost connection.
Oh, I was saying like, oh, I just win right there all of a sudden.
We were to just hit the final lap. Well, we can't end like that. We gotta...
Okay.
We gotta do one. We gotta finish the whole one. Can't be half of the last game. If I can join back into the same one.
Trying to very quickly see if I can snag an image of the Fat Boy too.
You gotta give me the code again.
It should be the same one. Oh,
I don't remember it.
INFL28.
There it is.
Also in Discord, that's what the Fat Boy became in the sequel.
Oh yeah, okay, I see. It looks more like a. It looks like the Octonauts.
Yeah, like, it's just more of a souped up tank. Also, that game was they tried something different, which was still kind of cool. They basically gave each faction like 8 regular units, and there was a research tree in each game. You could research upgrades for them. So in the other game, what you would normally do with building better factories to make stronger units, now you would basically just upgrade the old units into them. So instead of having like a Tech 1 regular tank and then Tech 3 getting a tank with like 3 barrels, you would upgrade that starting tank to then later have 3 barrels and stuff like that.
Beyond the palace walls,
Yeah.
aren't we?
Doug said that he thinks that there was water, but now that he's thinking about it, it might have been Forced Alliance that he played.
Okay.
Excuse you.
Queen coming through, mister. Queen and her cat. A big cat.
Yeah, watch out for that cat.
So sorry.
Well, she at least said she's sorry.
Oh,
This one has great music.
Yeah, this is... I think this is the one that has my favorite overall music. Like, most of these are awesome. But I think my favorite song still might be in the Mulan one. One of the I'll Make a Man Out of You remixes is really good. But then, like, this one's also, like, really good. And I think also most of the remixes being this song, too, really help. But something I also remember from Supercom 2 that was really fun. Like, I did like a lot of the like updates they made. I kind of wish they could have done that with like the old version of the game. But there was a thing I think for the UEF. UEF? UAF? I forget which it was.
faster than Rajan.
They had I think it was like a unit
This makes
Water?
me very happy.
that I think you either loaded units into it or you made units with it. And then you would use them to launch them into your enemy's base.
Hold on. Doug said he's got to head out and get some sleep. Busy weekend. I'm looking forward to a long nap. Have fun, guys. Thanks for the stream. And I saw you met the Pope, so I'm sure you got up to some crazy stuff. But you have a good night, Doug. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming in with a raid. If you guys aren't following Duck, you definitely need to be. Super fun. Someone who legitimately seems like he's enjoying every game he plays. You guys should check him out. As for me, that was pretty quick. I think I can do one more.
Okay.
That'll fit in right with my normal routine of not ending on the game that I said I was going to end on. But this is it. After this one, I got to go to bed.
Okay.
Which I actually got to do something on my computer and then go to bed. So I'm working out. So the wolf from The Wolf and the Narwhal redeemed his channel redemption, and me and him has been spending like 3 weeks in between each other's messaging the other one back. So we're just now getting all the details sorted out of his custom channel walk-on entrance.
Nice.
To ride like the wind.
Yeah, wait, don't I go this way?
Yeah, he should have went. Right was the best way to go.
Well, I think last time we did a track that was like this, is I went for the wrong exit, so I went actually past where we were supposed to stop it. Because I'm used to like the other layouts of this track.
No hot lava this time, I see.
Well, I think it might pour down later. Oh, wait. Turn me.
Dude, Raja left you, man.
Yeah,
That's okay with
I
me.
turned wrong, and then I was boosting me, and it started boosting me forward and
No,
backwards. Good kitty. Slow him down for Poppy.
So sorry.
Oh, come on, you suck.
Oh. Let's play.
Well, I'm this way now.
Yes.
Bingo.
Hey, get out of here, man.
Go ahead, Raja. That was
Ah.
exhilarating.
Standard for the night.
It's okay. Jasmine's kind of my main-ish.
Oh yeah. I would say Woody is definitely my main. Like that's been decided. But that is going to be it for me. Are you staying on any? I don't know if we have anybody else joining, but do you want me to leave the Discord open, or are you closing out for the night as well?
I'll probably close out at least for like this stuff for the night.
Okay.
I might hop on and I might like continue streaming, do a couple other things. Like I might do my couple little dailies right quick, but that's probably it.
Okay. So if you guys are hanging out, we are going to raid, but unfortunately I can only raid over to other Twitch channels. So if you guys are interested in what Paul's doing, he will be over on his YouTube channel, correct?
Yes.
All right. So let's see. I forget how do you link over to that? You know what? The easiest way I can do that is just go grab the link from YouTube. You're gonna pop right
Desperate times.
on my live channel. Is this signed into the correct one? This is not signed into the correct one. So signed into my automaton channel. Here it is.
I will make my
They've
fetish.
doomed themselves already. I will have
So
my
copy.
reward.
Alright, so if you guys are interested in continuing to watch what Paul has going on, that is a link to his live channel right now. So you guys are more than welcome to jump over there. We are going to select someone else to raid over to. But Paul's going to be doing this and a couple other things, surprise things tonight. So you guys are more than welcome to go there. Let's see who it is. I haven't rated the Pyro in a while. Oh, we'll do.
I think he's live. Oh, I think I saw an
He's
announcement.
live, but he's got 23 viewers already, and I usually try to go with people who have a lower view count. I think that's that. I have two guys down here with low views, but I don't know them well enough. We're gonna do part-time Cadence. He's a VTuber who is a goblin, and he's doing Tabletop Simulator. Looks like he's got a few people on. So that's where we'll go. We haven't rated him in a while either. So I'm gonna end this Discord call. So Paul, you have a great night.
You too.
Thanks for playing. I had a blast, and
Always fun.
I will talk to you soon.
Oh, what do we have
We know
coming
it.
up on the list for other games?
So I'll do that. I'll do that one. So as far as what's coming up, on Thursdays we do single player games. We're doing Oracle of Ages. And if you guys followed along last week, I had just the worst time doing a rhythm game, mini game inside of Oracle of Ages. It was dumb. My plan was to
I see. Excellent.
practice it off stream and then be able to come back and do it. Well, in my practice, I accidentally beat it and decided that this was so dumb that I wanted to do that. So I saved my game right after that. So I did complete it, and that's where we'll be picking up from on Thursday. We have probably 1 or 2 more nights, and then we're going to move on to Oracle of Seasons. As far as Monday nights go, if you guys are really interested in playing games with people, next week we're doing Fortnite, which in the past has usually had a pretty big group of people with it. And I know some more people who we have since last time we've done Fortnite are playing Fortnite. My little brother Sam is very excited about this one. So you guys come along for that. And I just realized everybody's in an ad right now, so I gotta wait a second. I'll wait another minute. So
Switching to pursuit.
good. They probably missed my whole story about accidentally progressing the stream game off stream. So you guys are here for that. It'll be Derp, Matt, Pyro that are not watching ads. You guys know the truth. So that's between us. That's between me, Paul, and non-ad watchers.
Yes.
So I am in a full transparency. I'm glad we slipped in another ad before this ended with my high viewer count from honestly just from the raids that you guys brought in. Some of these people are probably asleep and just have me on. But I'm gonna redo the whole thing. Everybody's back now, so let me redo the whole thing I just said out loud. Paul would probably be the most. I have to rehear. But so on Thursday, we'll be going through Oracle of Ages. We got 2 more nights of that, and we move on to Oracle of Seasons. I'm having a lot of fun with that, except for how frustrating some of the puzzles are. If you guys enjoy playing games, online multiplayer games, and you want to come back and do some of that, we do that every Monday here. Next Monday, we're playing Fortnite. So, hey, have a great night, gamer parents. I hope Fortnite went well for you guys. That's what we're doing next Monday. So you guys are invited. That'll be fun. I know a bunch of people who are excited about next week. So you guys are all welcome to that. Yes, that's it. That's the one. That's the one that got gamer parents involved. That's what it is. That's it. It'll be the highlight of this stream. Well, I don't choose my words very carefully because I don't want that to sound like I'm so excited that other ones are lesser than, but I'm excited about it. And then my little brother has been practicing Fortnite, so he's going to join us, and that's going to be really fun. But Paul, what about you? You going to play with us? You played with us last time.
Maybe I might hop on. It is one of those that, like, sadly, with my vision, I'm not as good at shooters as I used to be. So, like, if there's, like, an open slot, but I will probably easily succeed that to somebody who will be better at that. I really wanted to do the finals.
We're just playing for fun.
Well, it's just, it also is just frustrating to me not being able to do stuff that I use.
And there's no pressure at all. I do want you to know that, but I want you also to know that you're invited.
Thank you. Well, I might, because isn't there, like, a lobby size of 4 or something?
So, okay. I have to look into this, and I'll ask Brett about this too. But if I understand correctly, the lobby is set at 4, but I think you can have more than 4 people in at a time. They don't go to the same group.
Okay.
So when I was on with Grim 1800, he did a Fortnite boys night that I joined into, and he had me and him, I think Pyro, and another guy. And then while we were there was another couple, 2 or 3 people that were in the same group, but they weren't, like, with us. So I don't know exactly how it works yet. To be honest with you, I'm not Fortnite savvy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to look into it a little bit more for next week, and we'll do that. So it'll be very open. We want everybody to come in and join it. It should be a lot of fun. I know it's very accessible. We have a lot of kids from church that like to play Fortnite, so
well, Fortnite should probably be an easier one. I did really want to do that the finals, but I'd watched some gameplay of that beforehand, and I'm like, I would be so terrible.
The finals ended up being a lot. So for context, the night before, me and Alana sat down to play it. I was like, hey, there's this new game. We should give it a try. And it was so much different than what we expected and there's only really one like major game mode in it. And so it was very difficult, and the tutorial didn't prepare you very well for like the combat and how the combat was going to function and how your gameplay. So I really wasn't looking forward to it when we did it, but I'd say that because a friend of mine had asked me if I was going to play it with him. And so then you posted that thing out, and we had 2 guys join us who were still in the Discord.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. That one guy joined you, and he was like in the next week's game nights too.
Yeah, and then I think it was Scott, and then Revenger. He played last week. We did Split Gate. So that worked out really well. They've been prominent participators of our games, which is what we want. We want more people in. We want more people joining us. So we have, it's set up for bigger groups and stuff. But anyways, then as far as the schedule goes, that's what I have for next week. I do not have April's schedule posted in here, and I have it written down in my notebook, but I haven't posted it yet. So look for that. That'll go up soon. I know we have Payday 3 in there. That's one I like to get Pyro in on. And then I can't remember what the else. Maybe another Mario Kart night. So we have that kind of stuff coming up. We have a lot of stuff coming up. If you guys want to join in, but I'm not playing any games that you guys are interested in playing, hop in the Discord and let me know. So that way I can put those things on. Like I try to put in something for everybody, that even if you're not into it, like maybe once a month there's something that shows up that you like. So, but that's it. Paul, I'm going to drop out of this Discord call.
Okay.
And since you're not going to be here, I'm going to end this event. You have a great night. I will see you.
You too.
I'll see you at least, at the very latest, I'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Have a great night.
You too. Just going to spittle some Jet Jaguar right quick. For anybody that is popping, I don't think anybody is, but for anybody that is, we're doing some, just my couple little quick things I wanted to do in Godzilla Battle Line for today. I actually finished all the daily stuff for Speedstorm. I think I completed all my missions doing that, and there's 2 little daily races to do. Oh, this is the Godzilla up way. I don't have the stuff to do this one. Well, maybe. Release the swarms? Maybe the swarms can kill him? They killed one. You would actually maybe be good here. This is a little bit of a try-hardy mission. Oh my gosh, am I actually going to do this one? Oh my gosh, we did it. We got past the really hard stuff. Kill you. You too, why not? Oh my gosh, that's the... Well, that's the hard one. So, That is like the checkpoint where you have to get really lucky with your draws, because those units are really hard to kill normally. So I'm actually going to complete this whole all-star battle. Excellent. Yeah, I did the 2 races that's due while Tim was talking. Got me my daily coins. It got me the racer boost stuff, which was nice. And it was the gloves, because I need some more gloves for some brawlers. Well, probably going to be mostly using that to upgrade. Who is it? King Poseidon? We'll be upgrading him with those because he is a brawler character. So I will need those to actually get him stronger. Am I just gonna get destroyed here because I just don't have any really good units to fight this? But yes, I went ahead and finished those and moved on to this for anybody that might hop in. So we're going to die to these guys. Can't believe I let myself basically get killed to that. Move you over there so he maybe can destroy the crystal real quick. Unfortunate. Actually, maybe not. Keep going, guy, keep pushing. And he's lost. Yeah, I think I've lost this one. Oh, that's some bullshit. They went the daily stuff in there. Okay, I did actually play that one more since I forget how strong those basic Hedors are. I am not going to spend gems to refresh yet. That was a fun one, though. I do really hate that they lost access to all the races in there. Probably going to mean we'll not, I would imagine, play it as much, since it's going to definitely just not be as fun for everybody else. Rightfully so. Very rightfully so. But it's not like you're just going to have no access to a few units. One more. Here we go. You, please, go, kill. Okay. That's too crazy. Please hit the crystal. There we go. Don't worry about having to kill the rest of the stuff that's going to spawn. So what are we going to get here? Nothing too crazy, at least yet. Okay, helicopters over there, so I need something that will target some air stuff. That guy's gonna get destroyed. A little mantis. Yeah, mantis. He is like a mantis type creature. Oh, my own helicopters to target them. To counter their helicopters, that sounds good. Oh my gosh, wow. They're putting in work over there. I didn't think they were going to win me that, but I'll gladly take it. But yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of this before calling it. I think I now don't have anything else really to do on stream. It's as much fun as I am having. That was a good couple hours of grinding out in Speedstorm. I'll say grinding out. Well, I guess you can get me some dailies and some other stuff. I got some progression to some of my missions. I mean, that was why I did at one point use who was it? The Jungle Book characters is called. That was going to get me, like, if I stunned him and all, that would get me some points towards that stun. What, 30 characters with those characters. Which is just really nice. I'm happy that those count towards some of the missions. You, and then you. Wait, is this going to be a good farming way? Oh wait, I remember this one. I think this one used to be earlier? Does the tentacles actually do an AoE attack? He'd actually read over what he does. I thought he was like mostly single target. Let's blow up everything over there. Okay, I'm making progress. So I have one more left, and I will have actually beaten everything. That's nice. That's really nice. I might even upgrade some stuff for that, maybe. What kind of rewards did I get here? Clear the wave, yes, clear the wave, excellent. I'll take both of those. But that's enough to exchange for that too. So I need to use the cannon. But I did use it a couple times that time. Like that was really what. Oh, I didn't really kill too much of the scary stuff. I mean, of course, you got like this, Betuor, and some other things there. Godzilla, Tokyo version. Those, I mean, that's not too bad. That might be. I really just need to get him on a swarm level. He's not like my strongest unit at all in the slightest. No, I might go ahead and just see any of the stuff that is getting used there that could be boosted. I mean, I guess I could go ahead and bring you up one more level. That's not the most worth it. Who am I looking for? You, I could boost up a couple levels. I can boost you up a couple levels. I mean, you too, but you're like low enough that I don't think I would still even choose to play you. I mean, y'all want that expensive, and I do like, well, I like you. You're okay. I might hold off right now. I'll see what it's like doing that last one. Then I might come over here and upgrade them. But yeah, I think that is, well, I mean, I guess I could come in here and do a couple battles right quick. What do I need to do? I needed to use 2 expeditions and win 1 ranked matches with a time limit. 2004, Original Jet Jaguar and Rainbow Mothra. I think I can do all of that. Who was I want to let's see? I might keep you. It was Rainbow Mothra. I do want to keep you just because I need somebody like you. Oh well, I have a mission to use you. It was Jet Jaguar. They like the one that I have that's kind of weak, which I guess I also could upgrade you. In 2004, Godzilla. Yeah, I might try this just a little bit. Oh, do I want to make it too hard on myself? Or like, I could use one of these other leaders, like Rainbow Mothra, or I mean, I guess Rainbow Mothra would be. This would be actually the time to use her. Aren't you a leader? Yes. Who would I rather bring now on this team? You. I need somebody to really take out. I mean, I guess maybe I go back to you. Take out the Fairy King Ghidorah. Oh, I mean, I could also even just. You know what? Well, we already have 7 costs. I'm gonna swap on Leo. Maybe I can get a couple quick little wins. Okay, looking at you up here, I can see those different like patterns back there on your wing, but I mean, I guess maybe I just don't pay enough attention to really like enough attention at the like wings of Mothra. That most of them don't really stand out as being that different, or it's like Mothra kind of has a sort of pattern to her wings, but I don't. Where is it? I don't care enough to be like, or it has to be that exact pattern. It's kind of like yellow and black mixed together. Some like patterns of like moths and butterflies. Okay, I think I'm getting a bot here, which would be honestly ideal. I'll flick you out so if they target something, they'll target you instead. Yep. For anybody who is here wondering why sometimes the enemies played that badly, that's a bot. I guess it couldn't find me a match. For anybody who does wonder sometimes why they play against people that seem like they don't play at all or something, those are bots. It's normally G-Force Cadet, one of the starting game basic leaders. They usually don't do anything to like, it reaches, what would that be, 247, the 47-second mark, whatever. I guess for 30 seconds have passed. Normally, well, they used to, I think, always do their leader ability. Now they only do the leader ability if they can like target something. The Mothra and Space Godzilla always use theirs because they don't target anybody with theirs. And then typically, as soon as you get within range, they'll pop off the leader ability, assuming they have the energy saved. There's another bot, I'll take this. Probably just don't really need to play that. Might as well. Hey, that's 2 easy wins. I will gladly take those. Yeah, I guess he went ahead and used his ability. Yo, Jet Jaguar. Which apparently had its... was that 74 it came out? So I guess 50th anniversary, like 2 or 3 days ago. Interesting movie. I mean, I do really like, what's his name? Megalon, which is from that one. Jet Jaguar, yeah. He's a little more that other stuff, like Ultraman-ish kind of side of like kaiju stuff that's not like something I super care for. Still switch out. Not exactly the best, man. It was lots of people's first one. I mean, it was perfectly like okay, but it was funny watching that one like just a few years ago for the first time. It was very like, so this is what this movie is. This is what this guy is from. Get yourself stronger. Don't know what your ability does, but sure. Okay, you give him a shield around you. Play. I do think, whatever your version, Final Wars Godzilla could probably easily take Monster vs. King Ghidorah. All things said. You take them out quickly. This is a scary team. Nah. They're not the most BM-y, but using a rushdown unit like that here, I feel like I'm more be able to take them out without that, and I would like to continue this battle without using that. And we still won, so it's okay. Okay, did that one. Completed. Oh yeah, did those 2 missions. Excellent. I saw something. I think 5 more to unlock the King Ghidorah. So honestly, if I can get like 5 more from opening up like an expedition set, and you know, I might spend a couple gems to do so. See, I'm looking for here, fragments list. I have enough to trade out. No, I thought I had enough here. Oh, I was thinking of you with that one. Mogiro is 45,000. Oh, you actually at 50? I thought I had more of you. I guess not. So I'm going to see about these. Okay. Sure, I'll do you. I guess I'll schedule you 2. Might as well. Might not check back in the earliest tomorrow on this game. I don't know. So if I do this, how many do I, do I get anything here? No, okay. They used to have, maybe I already got that one, but at least be something like you could purchase it like first time, and I think it came with like fragments. Biolante fragments, yeah. So that was that one. I think so. Money purchase. Too much. What's all here? Part 3, Mrs. Expedition Map, 6 kinds. Biolante fragments. That might not be the worst thing ever. I do actually have a lot, but I kind of want to save it up because I think there's a good chance next season or the one after it will be a new Monsterverse. Let's see, what do we have up here? We have Event Mission Ultimate Pack. The Deluxe. Okay, lots of the. I'll have to see if I can see the login calendar. So wait, did these take me to the ad? Okay, they brought me to the website. Let's go to the news. Which I guess I'll go ahead and change over to this because we will probably end right after I finish this. End of maintenance, end of maintenance, also battle. Regarding issues, maintenance, temporary maintenance. About the current problems. Also battles being revamped. New units. End of maintenance. Oh, that's a beginner campaign. I was like, wonder why I didn't get these here. That's only for new people. I mean, I would have taken all of that stuff. I mean, hey, you want to give me that? Hey, that's not the thing. Okay, that's why I was missing out on something. So we don't get like the login calendar here? Campaign maybe? That was from a bit ago though. News, introductions, features, movie, specs, home, feature. I like it would say here. I'll also need to pick that up at some point too. Gameplay guide, no. Huh. Feels weird, man. Feels weird. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and close on out here. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. I don't think both of us did for me. I think everybody was probably here hanging out. Tim's chat. Thank you for those of y'all that did come out. It means a lot to him. And hey, it's always fun to just sit and hang out and talk. But yeah, I don't know. I had fun, and I hope to do this again sometime soon. So until then, we'll be signing off. Goodbye, wonderful day. Bye-bye, and peace out. I just need to actually find out where to end the stream.